What it do, family? What it do? Shout out to this beautiful world, grand rising, great awakening to everyone out here. We got a little information, just an hour of the champion right here. We got the goddess Vicky on here, gonna talk about some nonprofit organizations and things of this nature, how to go about getting these things started, and let's start trying to make a impact in our communities, in our neighborhoods. So I'm gonna turn the floor over to the goddess. Y'all get y'all pencils, y'all get y'all pens, y'all paper, y'all blunts, y'all ganja, you roll up, elevate your mind, and take notes. Come back to the screen again, or come back to the live stream and take notes, because we're going to have the information here. All right. This is what we're here doing. We're trying to build up our people. All right. So I'm going to turn it over to the great goddess, Vicky. How you doing, goddess? Jay Sunshine. I mean, can you hear me?
What's up? Yep.
Yep. There you go. There you go. There you go. Say that again. You got to unmute your mic on one of them. You can stay on the hangout.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You can talk on the hangout or through the StreamYard. Either one, you good.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, thanks for that.
Oh, you got off of you got off the hangout. You're not on the hangout. Where'd she go? You can hear me flat plane in Digi?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, yeah,
dropped off.
Yeah, she jumped off. She jumped off both of them.
I don't think she heard you say you can stay on
hangout, so she's probably coming back. Yeah, she coming back.
Yeah, there she go.
You should be good, Vic.
Okay, hello.
Yeah, there you go.
My bad. I was catching the echo. I had the other platform up and running. But sorry, I was just saying, beautiful intro. Thank you for that. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Much love, peace, and blessings. We're here today to talk about this nonprofit work. We're just talking about things that are going to be beneficial for our future and for our kids, because a lot of the problems we have right now are not our actual problems, but we have to be able to allow them a solution to have the opportunity to explore and fail so that they can be successful and making solutions for their own future. That's what we're talking about. So I'm just going to start at the top. What I was just talking about is we are trying to get grassroots operations going on with grants via the nonprofit way. We're going to try to use grants, convert everybody over to a 501(c)(3), and that way we can get the program up and running with all these different areas that I was discussing. And Naughty definitely interjected. Huey, you got one too, so I'm just kind of run everything down. When you work with AmeriCorps, you can submit a grant and a proposal to get a program up and running and operational. Typically that happens, and they hire someone, a volunteer coordinator, to work the program. What I'm suggesting is that we all individually work our own programs, so we are not only hands-on, but in direct access to those we're trying to impact. My proposal and challenge is 10 cities, 10 kids per city, 100 kids, 10 by 10. We can get something accomplished if 10 of us sign up to do these programs and we get 10 kids at least minimally each. We're impacting 100 lives, and those hundreds impact thousands. And as the time goes on and things change and shape, or we continue to do these processes, then we can have 100 kids per city. You know what I'm saying? So we're just talking about the gradually being the process of this challenge. I want to kind of get going for us. So some of the areas that I think we should focus on as far as starting the nonprofit organizations. Huey, I'm going to start with you because you definitely was a spark that put everything together. So Huey wants to do radio broadcasting with a youth group. Okay, for him that consists of getting a space or sequestering the space at another building. But for Huey, he would prefer to have his own location, transportation and stuff like that for these kids, so they can come and all these skills that involve with radio broadcasting and hosting. I think that's great. And how I built on top of your idea was to say that your programs can be communications, period. Take those same group of kids that's learning all these skills, you know what I'm saying? And when I say skills, we're talking about eventually phasing them up to on-air production. So you don't have about 5 or 6 rounds where y'all going through practice and training and things like that. learning how to do commercial breaks, learning how to engineer and switch stuff and all this different stuff, learning the productions in, learning the live in. So, you're going to go through all that stuff and then boom, you're going to go live. That'll work great in conjunction with a student station at a local community college. They do things like this. And from there, once you get in contact with that program director and you get that everything set up, then you're talking about they can take their platform once you're done. At the end of the year, once you're done, they can take it and phase it to a mainstream station. They can get that 30 minutes on Sunday morning, Saturday morning, when they be doing the student things. So that's where this beginning phase is going to lead to. But all that in between, all of those people and kids is going to impact is going to be great. But you can take these same kids and teach them communication ends. Teach them how to take that radio and convert it over to something that they can use it to make transmissions and have SOS signals or turn it to a CB radio. They should also be able to attain those skills while working with you in communication. And communication goes into verbiage. It goes into linguistics. So it goes into writing and things like that as well. So you have the micro and macro end as far as that stuff. Like I said, as far as that stuff is concerned, you can work the whole scope 360. And at the end of the day, once it's successful and everything is in place, you have just proved your work. So like communications, I think is a great thing to go in the area along with what Huey wants. Now, Hanadi was speaking, he thinks that we need to focus more on civil liberty. We should have a program that discusses things of civil law, civil liberties, law in general, not just from the aspect of what we're taught on the basic level. We want to take the basic comprehension level they already have in school and develop on top of that, not only their local and federal and state laws, but just the law of man, law of nature, law of self, life, and love. Because those things go into that when you have in your hands the power to determine someone's fate, if they're going to live or die. They need to understand how grave that law means and why it's instituted the way it is. And he has the ability to do that. He can teach these kids more things than I ever could about the law. But that's his suit, that's his craft, that's where he's the strongest. And I think that's beautiful because they can go into things like debate. They can go into things like mock trials, but in a different aspect because of the laws that he's also teaching these kids. So that's what we're talking about, developing a program like that. Rachel just brought up the fact of her wanting to do rehabilitations and things like that. There is so much room for that area. It's so much room. It's so many grants right now to take the houses that already do is just convert them into all electric. But most people don't even know how to access that. So like she's saying in a great, aspect, she can pair up with Habitat for Humanity. They can learn everything they need to go in, fail, success, whatever, to rehabilitating a home. Because we're all knowledgeable, we all know things, but unless we do every aspect of it from beginning to end, then we're still short on said knowledge. So this allows the opportunity for that. It allows Rachel and her friends the time to give these kids to learn how they can keep their own home tidy and their own home, fixed up, welled up. It goes into all of that, learning electricity, learning plumbing, learning construction work, learning how to till the land and re-sow it with grass this and just all of that goes into that. So they have a pretty big broad area to where they can take that and even go into using some of those grants to convert energy, to convert the energy over to all electric for some homes. And, that gives somewhere an opportunity to live at the end of the day. That can be used as a homeless shelter at the end of the day. It can be used for a youth center at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. The point is they're making a contribution with their community by doing this. Now, the other issue I was talking about earlier was sustainable living. I feel that we definitely need to push our kids in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We need to push them there because these are the things that they are going to have to know in conjunction with other information. They're going to have to know this. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to sustainable energy and reconverting homes and things like that, I had a great idea to say that we should try to use some of this grant information money and stuff like that we're building to get shipping container homes. So not only can they learn how to convert them, but how to properly use them and to apply the other sustainable methods to make the home fully functional without having to be dependent on external sources like gas, electricity, and water. So we're talking about making that home fully sustainable. We're talking about catching gray water. We're talking about taking that to a whole nother level as far as them learning how to do this legally and use it for their home. Like, not even mention to me, for brushing the HOTCs, washing dishes, taking showers, using the toilet, stuff like that. Learn how to make your own solar panels. Make your own solar panels so it's convertible energy for your home, or using wind power, or using haptic feedback as a new source for regular consumption. Because I'm not saying that they don't use it, I'm just saying it's not used as far as regular consumption for everyday living. So, you can take all of these things and learn new skills and make the home convertible to where it's self-sustaining. Learn how to store food underground. Learn how to make a garden off of the rooftop or around you, or things like that. You can make the water flow from the rain all the way to feed your garden outside from a reserve it has backed up in the house. And you also have a well outside somewhere for backup emergency stuff. Like, these are things they need to know. That in itself allows you the opportunity to explore technology. It allows you the opportunity to explore different applications when you're trying to focus on a remedy. And our kids need to be able to have an opportunity to explore to make a remedy for themselves in the future. Because at the end of the day, we teach them these things. I guarantee you, they're not going to go try to buy a house. They're going to try to build their own house and sequester land. And that's the smartest thing for them. They can always expand a home with a shipping container, but the point is, if you learn how to live on the minimum, you learn how to be frugal and appreciative of things that are around you first. I get you. All those secular ideas are not going to be so important. Who's going to worry about a 200 pair of J's? Who's going to be worried about the latest PS4 coming out? They're not. It'd be nice to have, but that in itself can change your perspective when you're able to provide for your own living and food. That can do those things and change those mindsets. Another area I think that we definitely need to focus on, is the big one for me, is survival. We need to know basic survival skills, also in conjunction with, just overall living. I think that's a real big area that our kids are missing. A lot of kids can't wash dishes and clothes. They can't clean their homes. They can't do personal grooming, stuff like that. Those are things that have to be reinstituted from our own hands, because we can't depend on the schools to do that. When they take home ec and all those other things out, we can't depend on them to do that. So I think that can go from that small macro end of just person self-awareness to survival, because also you need to know how to filter water. You need to know how to build a battery bank. You need to know how to have bug out bags. You need to know what to do in 5 particular situations to where you can get to safety. You need to know how to do these things, as well as have self-awareness as to how to protect yourself, your family, your goods. These are things we need to know. These are things our kids need to know. Everything that I just listed is something I feel we can cohesively do as a unit, as a collective. I feel that we can do that as long as we all individually choose to use our crafts and the skills that we are 100% good and knowledgeable in to manifest something beautiful through a nonprofit program. And at the end of the day, after you have done the work, a year or two has gone by, you now have the ability to go yourself and get in-kind donations from donors, partners, sponsors, or work with another organization or a financial institution, improve your work and get that support so you can keep it going. That's my word. My word is bond.
Dope. What up, Zoe? What's up, Lotus, man? Appreciate y'all for stepping in, brother.
Peace. Peace, fam. Black power in the building.
All the time. What y'all say?
What's going on?
Go ahead and express your sentiments, man. I know you got something to say about this, Zoe or Lotus. Go ahead and express your sentiments. What y'all think?
About
yeah, she was talking nonprofit organizations and such things such as that.
Peace. Yes, I really would like to be back on that. I was just actually writing on some promissory note information, designing the promissory notes and negotiable instruments, and nonprofit is the way to go with your corporation. And I would tell anybody, like even when you get into correct standing and status, to use that all capital name on that, and then you can use that as a nonprofit itself and create negotiable instruments, trusts, bonds, and promissory notes to go forward, get grants and everything. So I mean, I'm with her on it. Like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Y'all know how much I be against paperwork, but I be saying paperwork don't work. But when y'all dropping bombs like this, I know these things do work, and people be trying to mistake what I'm saying, like saying that it don't work. All I'm saying is we gotta yeah, we got to utilize this paperwork for what it was, but we can't just get tied up in saying that this is all that we need. You feel me?
Right.
It's about taking these things into action.
The overall, how I was saying it in the beginning when I was talking about it the other day, that's exactly what I was saying. We want ways to get out of secular oppression, especially when it comes to knowledge.
Hey, Sister Vicky, everybody look at my screen real quick. This is what I was just writing on, for real. Promissory note.
Yeah.
So yeah, oh yeah, Huey definitely spoke on that before. How we bartering system, you know what I'm saying? Like anything to change that currency up. I mean, yes, that's what I'm saying. So you got something that you can develop a strong craft or skill from and teach others. But let's allow you the resources to do that too, because that means right. You got to get those resources down and everything too to help you continue what you're doing, brother. Because what you're doing is important. Like we said so many times before about reinstituting the bartering system and things like that. We can get there based off of what you're just working on right now, on the pen and the pad. That's the point. But we don't have the full resources, full circle to say, let me experiment with this, let me go over here with this, let me do all this. So that's what I'm saying. And that's another beautiful point. You can cross over to what Naughty got going on. Now, Naughty probably got knowledge going.
You know what I'm saying? Because we study into the law, and like the document law is like a side that we need. It's a whole different department. Then you got, like the agriculture, the petitions, you got the lawyers, you got the and that's a lawyer because it's LAWYA and it's not with the ER on it. See, the lawyer is us being law under the possession of Yah, our creator. You know what I'm saying? So like I like paperwork, so I do not. That's why I be on the phone with Huey P a lot. And, even though he'll be with it, I still be, hey Huey, check this one out. You know what I'm saying? And we all gotta realize, even when we go to get our correction.
Forever. You don't have to stay in nonprofit work forever, but it's enough of a jump start for us to individually learn the things we want to learn, teach the things that we want to teach, and get something cultivated. Let's plant seeds. Let's make a foundation. Let's do something. Now, me personally, if I decide that I'm going to start a nonprofit group right now, it's going to be focused on alchemy. Why? Because it's very important. Why? Because that's what's missing in our kitchen. What does that have to do with anything, Victoria? Oh, I'll tell you what. It has something to do with our health. So for me, the overall health aspect is not taught in school, and we're not individually teaching at home because the majority of us can't afford to convert our lifestyles over to that. It's much easier eating out of a fucking frozen canned good bag than it is to eat fresh vegetables. Because you can just pop it open and dump it into a pot or a skillet and keep going. It's convenience. It's modern society. We have to reinstitute the things old to move on. So for me, that's what I would do. I would have a group, especially for my women, but not the young brothers when it comes to they can. But that alchemy is important because that goes into the holistic nature of self. That goes into metaphysics questions. For the fact that we have to allow as much as we are allowing health-wise to happen, especially to our children, they have to have vaccinations this, they have to have so that. We don't want to go to Carolina and do food.
Yeah, so definitely, man. Y'all know I'm back in the paperwork, man. Like I never not back the paperwork, so I might be sending like a mixed message to people. Like I never did not support the paperwork. I know that we need this paperwork because there's not enough of us collectively trying to get through this right now. So to protect us, this is the things that we need to do for the little of us that's doing it. Now, when it becomes on a bigger scale, the paperwork have been non and void. If it was more of us doing it, we wouldn't have to worry about paperwork. That's my only thing with the paperwork. I'm saying if we had enough motherfuckers woke up, we wouldn't have to deal with no paperwork because the shit is non-violent anyways. None of their contracts, they never stuck to none of their contracts. But for us to get up out of this realm, we definitely have to start looking into this paperwork. We gotta start tightening up our paperwork.
We want to establish our own communities. How are we going to do that without having the technology to do it? How are we going to do that without having the structure to do it? This is the grassroots of that. We can't get to that community that we want to build without going through all of these applications and trial and error first. We have to be able to do that before we can get them to this point on. This point is why it's the foundation right now. It's like you said, that paperwork is always a fickle topic, but it can also give us the tools we need right now to get to a better position defensively.
Facts.
Yeah, I would say the same thing as far as like Huey, what you got to realize is the reason we want people to wake up to the paperwork is because being in private standing as an American national, you're actually indigenous more than anything, even claiming a tribe name. So when people want to, get into becoming parts of tribes, they don't realize even those people are private persons. So the power is behind the law that we created, well, our forefathers created for us, got stole, and now we back to claim it back. So you got to realize contracts, we are the government, we are the governing bodies, and we create our own contracts and trusts when we become private. So that's why I'm working on these promissory notes and stuff, because it's private law behind a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And when you're dealing with these, you're dealing with the UCC and you're dealing with the United States Supreme High Court of Justice.
Definitely facts, because I know it's definitely a difference between private and public. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us operating out here in the public and operating as debtors and not creditors. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm definitely with it. So is this the same thing as being a secure party creditor?
Yeah, and I support the paperwork, because I've been down that road. But my only problem with it is when the people we submitting it to, how we gonna trust them to honor their side of the bargain?
Right. Good question.
That's why you see, like, a lot of this stuff right here is why you attach it to UCC. You know what I'm saying? And the king,
but it's still a part of that same system we're trying to get away from. But how we gonna trust these people to honor their part about? They never honored shit.
Prior to this, right? They never honored it prior. That'd be my point. I'm with you with that flat, because that's my point. How are we gonna make them honor something that they never honored?
What you got to understand is that, or what you got to overstand and look back at, is that these things are real and active and work. And no matter how you might feel about what they plan on doing or not doing with it, once you learn the law of how you do it, it's no worries about these small groups of the people that's inside of these systems that's going to stop things from being able to go forward. Because it's not a big super countries and countries of people stopping you from getting ahead of life. That's the brainwash, and that's a part of the programming that we all I've been subject to for fucking ever. You know what I'm saying? And learning the law and how that, tying to the UCCs and claiming ownership of the lost vessel and all of that at sea, and the maritime law and the color of law, and going deeper into learning the depths of these different privacy laws. The privacy laws are way more secure, are more potent, and are more abstract. So when you go into the language of all of these laws, you realize that it's law standing when you start doing the paperwork itself. And in the paperwork, you gotta have like I'm gonna show you right here on this letter I'm writing on this promissory note right here. It says right here under the negotiable instrument public law 73 10 chapter 48 49 state statute 112 dash UCC Article 4. You see the language in that right there. It puts it to a supreme law level. You see what I'm saying? So the documents got to be intact. It can't you can just get like people go online and be printing off shit, and that's totally not the way to do this shit.
Well, I understand that, you know what I'm saying, but the whole point of it is like you're going deeper into something that you want to try to get out of.
No, listen.
I understand you saying. Listen, what I'm saying though, when it's natural law is that I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Natural laws, I don't need none of that to be the God, to be the man that I am, and to live fruitfully. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, there's just like a never-ending rabbit hole, because once you get to this point, there's another point. There's another point. There's another. It's like they keep you going in a vicious circle, a vicious cycle, going nowhere.
A rat race.
You can just sound like somebody that don't want to own a business.
Huh? I own my own business.
Okay, so if you run your own business, then you should know that it takes paperwork.
Not necessarily though.
Yeah,
see, I mean, just to an extent though. That's just by that's going by.
You can't take the element of paperwork out of no business, bro.
You can.
I'm not.
Okay, instead of dealing with
operate your business with employees without paperwork.
Simple shit. They get paid out of under the table. Word of mouth, my homies. I don't have no paperwork, no contract, no employees, or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You walk up to people and shake their hand and get paid a certain amount, and then walk away and pay your employees.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
You never write no schedule down,
bro. Pretty much.
Jobs, no nothing.
Pretty much, bro. Like if I do a contract with someone, it's going to be maybe a verbal agreement. If I have to do it, this is just me personally. Now I work with other folks who do subcontract and shit like that. They sub me work and they sub me to work. I don't have no paperwork with me. What you want done? This is what I'm charging. Done deal, and I get paid.
Talking about small business though. I'm talking about running a corporation, bro. Your all capital name is a corporation that's worth millions of dollars that you haven't claimed yet.
But because it's worth $1 million, dollars for who? Who made $1 million?
Have you claimed it? Have you claimed it?
Yes, I have. I live.
So you got millions of dollars.
Listen, bro. I'm
just saying. So you collected millions of dollars.
Are you going to ask a question, or are you going to ask a question and let me answer?
Okay, answer.
Okay, so you asked the question. I'm living off of it. I just showed you a promissory note that I'm writing in my own trust, and it's worth whatever I decide to write it as. This one is worth $600,000. You want to see it? Right there, it says amount. Look, the promissory note was issued at amount $600,000. Salinas, California, State, USA. Date August 8th, 2019.
So is that $600,000 in your bank account right now?
Man, listen to what you asking me a question. Let me answer you because you don't know what a promissory note is, obviously.
Okay.
And if you
know what the promissory note.
Okay,
I know what the promissory note.
Okay, what is it?
I promise to pay you when I get gold.
No, it's a negotiable security instrument that they can trade once you sign it with your all living trust.
Okay, so you saying when you turn that in, you're gonna have $600,000 in your bank account.
It's a contract. It's a negotiable instrument that he is creating a contract that they can trade. That can trade. So every contract that we sign is a trading instrument. This is what they create. They create instruments that they can trade.
Put a dollar amount on that contract
because this is
that dollar amount going to be Is that dollar amount going to be usable?
That dollar amount is going to pay whatever I'm writing it on.
Right. So I mean, he can take that promissory note and go put that promissory note on the house, and that can cover the debt of the house with the bank because it's in a promissory note for him, and he is in his proper standing. Now, I agree.
So have you practiced that? Is that in place right now?
Man, I'm living it, bro.
Okay.
It's definitely. Hey, look, man. I can't lie. I've done lived off them too. I done did a couple promissory notes where they accept them. Now I go everywhere and try to do them, and they be like, "Bro, we really want to accept it, but the corporate motherfuckers don't want to accept it." And these are the employees. Now you're supposed to go over their head, talk to a manager.
That's
You
right.
talk to
That's why I'm
motherfuckers.
explaining to y'all being a corporate standing. Like once you have power attorney ownership of that all corporate capital name, you use that corporate and trade it through the fidelities, and that's what they're gonna do with this promissory note. They're gonna take it and add it to that existing trading stock that already exists. You're the stock itself, so your trust is what values whatever you trade as a legal tender or instrument. So you keep saying bank accounts and money. You are the bank. You just got an account in the building.
Facts.
You are the bank. You're the bank. You're the master post officer. You are the government. You are the judicial system, and you are all law. So that's why you gotta understand, Gary, that it's just you gotta know that you are the law. Our forefathers created all of this shit that governs the world right now, bro.
Hey, I'm on it, bro. You see, I'm with you, Zoe. I know this shit, right? I'm not off of it, but I still see flat plane side because at the end of the day, motherfuckers is not owning up to it. So what you are doing is not acquiring the debt with the promissory note. You are offsetting the debt.
It's offsetting the relinquishing. It's
offsetting. Right. I'm using the right terminology, right?
Yes, you are.
All right. So it's offsetting our debts. We are not.
Look. Hey, what you said right here, look, this is where I'm writing at on the end of it. It says it right there at the end. It says right here, without the United States, I hereby give permission to the holder and or protected holder due in course of this promissory note, allodial note, financial note, in the amount, whatever, whereas this promissory note terminates such obligations herein. And then all the rest of this would be how it's typed up, the acknowledgement in red.
Yes. Hey man, he on point, man. I've been trying to bring this information for the longest, bro.
Right here, this certifies.
Yes, your terms and your condition that let you know that the contract is the original contract. When you know that it's in red, now they have to have that original term with your original John Hancock. This is the original contract. They can't bring a copy. They can't bring. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
You know what though? It's called in law what people think is worth money compared to your signature. It's called autograph. So your autograph, like when you get an autograph football or autograph baseball, you notice is worth more money. They say and shit.
Right.
You put your autograph in red or purple. Red for the blood and purple for the royal status.
Yeah.
Okay. So once you finish the promissory note, who are you gonna turn it into?
You turn it. Hey, one more thing. Let me say this real quick. It's like, let me answer that. It's gonna get notarized because what you're supposed to do, really, right? Like a bill, say for instance, your electric bill, you're supposed to write that motherfucker at a slant, at an angle, in these same terms, and turn it back. And you're supposed to give them access to your account where they ain't never gotta do nothing but take the money out that. Yes, sir.
It's simpler than that. All you got to do is just put the thumbprint, sign across it in red, and then you put AFB.
Accept for value.
Yeah.
Yes, he's right. I can't deny him, man. I can't deny the fact.
Law, man. It's law.
It's law.
So we got to know that, Gary, we got to stand on law. In order for us to get back in any position, we're going to have to go into the law and fight them back through the paperwork.
I'm not Gary.
Hey, he ain't Gary. That's flat plane. That ain't Gary. That's flat plane.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Hey, so what I'm saying is, but it don't do a work without you in your proper standings, or is that where you get the trouble, huh?
I didn't hear what you said.
I say, do you have to be in your proper standing, or are we able to initiate these things without? See, this is what my thing is. If we are in the knowing of these things.
Real quick though, one way you can do it I'm, you know, because I stay into the depths of this shit, right? One way you can do it, like the SS5 and your four birth certificates, you can start doing it then, because you are foreign to the actual United States Department. So the SS5 and four birth certificates are authenticated in four non-hated countries.
So we got to do the birth certificate authentication. Everything Nadia is talking about is damn shit right. Got to get the birth certificate authenticated in your state, in your county. In the state, the federal, and your county.
I mean, I can show y'all some shit. I mean, like, my shit's gold leaf all across my shit. All my authentications, they all gold leaf wrap. So it's real. I mean, like, I live shit. I'm exempt. I've been exempt for years now, bro.
I want to ask you, bro, what would be the basic foundation of what you like? Where you pulling the information from? Is it a particular topic of how you utilizing these instruments that you're talking about? There just specific law that you primarily use, or you just kind of using pulling from the multiple different law sources?
See, the thing is, I don't know all law. I mean, like, it would be impossible for one person on earth to know all law. And me, what I do is I study contract law. I study a lot of government law and economical law. And, you know, studying document law is like really where all the tricks are at that they pulling on us. And that's why I stay in the document law, because I know once we get enough of our people, at least, you know, in status correction, if we got 1,000 of us in status correction, man, we are a complete government system.
So tell me this, like, if you forget one of those steps, like to put something red or purple or anything, can they charge you as a fraudulent contract and do something else with your freedom?
See, to be honest, brother, I look at it like this. The more that we get into realizing that the way that we do things, like most people put on all 9 numbers of their social on apps and all of that. I tell people to just put the last 4 and put 5 X's before them. You know what I'm saying? So, or even sometimes write it on a separate piece of sticky paper and then put it on the application and write your, you know, autograph on a separate, because you got to realize when you're also doing an application, you don't want to put a zip code on it because you tie yourself back into it. So there's certain things that being aware of, like zip codes are citizen type military barriers, so they're related to a post location.
Addresses as well too. We're supposed to have PO boxes, right?
You can go address still street location, but putting the zip code itself will tie you back into.
What about putting it in what about the access? What about the option of putting it in brackets? Put it on the contract and then put it in brackets, because everything that's in brackets is supposed to make it null and void.
Yeah, it squares it in.
Yeah, square the yeah. So you could put it there just for the sake, because they don't know. That's how I do. I put shit there and I put my U sign under the rest of my UCC 1-308 behind my signature. And sometimes and more than likely I'll fucking put it in boxes.
Right.
Hey, I just want to mention.
So what I was saying, if you miss one step or forget dot one I or something in these contractual agreements, what does it have? Does it make the contract void, or?
Yes, it does. It changes. It changes. It changes the meaning of whatever it is. Just like a capital in the wrong place, or lowercase state, and things of this nature. This is how we get trapped into the web of the contract in the first place. Because we looking at it for what it say, and we not looking at how they change. You ever seen a T with a capital H and then a capital E? Is the penmanship is where's everything is at. That's why it's all about the shape of the letters and things that is little I and big I-E. You feel what I'm saying? Like
I'm just saying, but does it, if you do that, if it changes the meaning of the contract, are you liable for something at that point?
Yes.
You brought a fraudulent contract.
Yes.
Your freedom or anything to that.
That'd be my point with the paperwork. That's why I say it's so much bullshit with the paperwork, because then you gotta.
I would tell you, no, you don't lose your freedom. The only way that you lose your freedom is denouncing your freedom, like we do by volunteering to do stuff.
I just wanted to say contact info, because I forgot to give it out earlier in case I get distracted again. Anybody want to do the program or the challenge, email me. I'll put my email in the back chat.
Can I put it? Can you put your email? Can I put it up on the screen? You mind if I put it on the screen?
Yeah, put it up.
Just share it in the chat, either in the YouTube chat or whatever, and I'll be able to put it on the screen.
To answer your question, the challenge is 10 cities, 10 kids. That's the challenge I'm asking for everyone to step up and be a part of. Right now, I only have those 6 programs that I mentioned. I would definitely need another 4. So hopefully another, 4 people can kind of cultivate some ideas of that, you think is going to work best for them.
Yeah, I want to do some trading.
But
I want to do a trade, because I have a trade in construction and painting and things of that nature, and I want to be able to show them how to do these things.
Yeah, trading skills is definitely top recommendations here.
Yes.
I know as far as what I'm saying with the programs is we want to try to keep it out of the normal curriculum.
Right.
Like we don't want to repeat the same things that's already going on for them in school. But then we did make a valid point earlier that we also should have some type of basic competency.
Yes, definitely. We teach them the things that they show them, and we show them the things that need to be that we think that we know that they need to be shown. And I think that we already know we're gonna implement history, and a history where they learn themselves. And I think the best way to do it for each individual is to make them learn themselves from their father and their mother all the way back. And this is the way that we teach our teachers, so they know they whole lineage all the way back wherever it stops. You feel what I'm saying? As far as we could track, I think that's why history lessons need to be at.
And that's what I was saying when I was telling you, if I had to choose a nonprofit group, it would involve that, which we're talking about. Just basic knowledge of self is a very important factor. But what I'm proposing, I'm saying it seems more cohesive to do it individually as a unit versus, like, I feel like this. If we can get these 10 programs up and running in the future, we can also utilize these programs and give a yearly course.
Yes, because that's what I was going to ask you. How about is it a way where we can do all of everything together and make this one thing and make it like a boys and girls club where this one thing can go into each community?
What I'm saying. We trying to get to that.
Point,
before we get to that, we got to get the groundwork done.
Facts.
So this is the time for the trial and error, the failure, so we can get to the success. We got to do all of this first, because that's my whole overall goal. I'm with you, because like after we've done this for a couple of years and we got refinement and everything going on, then yeah, we should be able to take everything that all 10 groups did individually and make it a yearly course. Yes. It is a yearly curriculum now for this organization that we are instituting. And he is also right about the incorporation. The incorporation does cover stuff like this, and there's more benefit too. And then I also want to tell you, Zola, since you were working on things like the promissory note, you might want to look into Kansas laws, because Kansas is definitely one of the few states that still accept verbal contracts and IOUs as tangible. So maybe you can check into the Kansas laws and see how it's written up or work, and you can kind of use it and adapt it to your own that you're creating. So I mean, I just thank everybody. Y'all beautiful. I know we got great things coming. And anybody who wants to know more, who wants to be a part of the program, then definitely email me. We're going to get stuff going and started.
Dope. Powerful. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's a great build. I love the build, man. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I should have been and gave you this. My email would be EZA.
Hold on.
Rochelle, you okay? How you doing?
How you doing, Miss Rochelle? How you doing?
Keep out like, oh, that's Rochelle. Damn.
Yeah, that's Rochelle. How you doing?
Yeah, then open the EZA, the F, the number sign for REL@gmail.com.
Eva Forever?
Yep.
Hold on.
Hold on, like that. Hold on.
It's FEVARAC. Where she go?
EVA F, the number sign 4,
Okay.
RCL at gmail.com.
Okay. Got it.
Touch it down. Yeah.
But again, we still short 4 programs. So I'm hoping between us we can all, come up with something to fill in that void, or get other people who have ideas and stuff they want to do to fill in that void. But 10 programs to start to me seems the most feasible. Period.
A Hebrew literature class.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's real good. Heck yeah.
I had my daughter at the age of 12 learning to read and speak Hebrew, and she started into Greek before she left Germany. But she was over there and she was taking mad pictures of like the ancient, our forefathers over there. I was just plotting Germany and all over there.
I think that's smart.
But I wanted to say to Flat Plane, hey, the reason I look at paperwork being important is because, like, even when you go into private status and you claim your correct status, when you have land, you want to have private land. When you have like a home and stuff, you want to have a private home, type situation. So by document, you have superior rights to the Constitution as the indigenous American Indian with those, private statuses to basically stand. That way, like when you do decide to go further and start, evolving into building communities and helping us, create something big. We all know that the private side of what we do is going to be our protection. It's not going to be the public.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not arguing the paperwork because, I agree with it. But my problem is the motherfuckers that we trust in the honor.
Yeah, as soon as he said that again, it's like, damn, that's the shit that make me fuck paperwork. You feel me? Like, as much as y'all just made me agree to paperwork, right? In the back of my motherfucking head, bro, it's like, man, it's like, bro, I swear, bro, it's like this shit. I can't even say it. I can't help but to say it, bro, because I would be fake to my motherfucking self right now if I didn't lie. If I would just say that, I just agree with it. I would just be
say free our people when they was locked up and getting kidnapped and shit.
You say what now?
In Exodus, how do you think Moshe freed our people?
That's what they telling us, man.
No. I mean, like, you can read the Apocrypha and read Exodus and the Apocrypha. It's paperwork, bro.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. I mean, even though I can read it, right?
So long ago.
Listen, if I can read it, right?
Yeah.
I can read it, right? No matter what I read. You know what I just read? What you was just showing me on the screen? You wrote it. You're here to tell me you wrote it. Now, anything else upon that, I can just listen to another nigga and read it, motherfucker. Tell me what the fuck, whatever, man. You hear me, man?
What you're talking about reading, though, is from Glyph.
Man, I don't care if it was from Piff. I don't care if that motherfucker was from Chips, Crips, Blips, wherever you want to fucking glyph. Him and say hieroglyphs. I don't care what. Listen.
We asking the same motherfuckers that got us in the position we are.
Right. Why do we
trust them to honor the paperwork that we turn into them?
Right. Who told us that this glyph was worth something?
Your soul.
Not my soul. My soul. See? Not my soul. My soul telling me. See? Okay, listen. Well, then my soul right now.
Let's not pretend. If your soul hears a lie, it alarms you instantly.
Well, listen. That fact being said, right? That fact right there didn't alarm me. But the whole time that we've been talking about this goddamn 501c3, this whole shit, the whole time, no matter how good I feel about the, listen, no, the whole time that we've been talking about this shit we've been talking about this whole time, right? I feel nonprofit, whatever we're talking about, is dealing with a paperwork, a contract. This was something that I wasn't dealing with a profit, so I was dealing with the promissory note shit, right? But still, that is a note that I would rather deal with because I wrote it. You hear me? I'd rather deal upon trade from you with your notes that you brought me right here. Not no shit that no another nigga told you for 5,000 years. That shit don't hold no weight with me. You hear me? That shit don't hold no weight at all. No weight. Because listen, this is why I just got to make this point, man.
You don't want to own anything.
No, yes, I don't. I don't want ownership over nothing. I want to control my shit. I want to be able to roam where I roam. You hear me? I don't want to be obligated. Ownership inquires ownership. Listen, ownership inquires obligation. Let me tell you this.
Own something that was given to all of us.
Facts. How you gonna own the land? How you gonna try to own some land if you didn't make this land to have it in the first place? How can they sell you some land that wasn't theirs to sell? They can just, this is the reason. This is the reason why I say the shit that was written, what you're showing me right now is what we have to write in. We didn't want to deal with nothing about no writing, just the same shit that they told us before. And my spirit said, listen, I don't know about nothing about no listing. I don't want to list the 10. I don't want to say no 10. Fuck your right 10. Anything that you had to do with your 10, fuck your 10, bitch. You hear me? Now let me see your right 9. Let me see your right 9. Don't fucking right 10. Writing within the 9 or some other fucking shit with my mind. I don't want to do the 10 no more. I just don't, man. I swear to God. My spirit right now is telling me, fuck that paperwork. They never honored it. So much so that we honored this paperwork that they call money. That is worth nothing.
Now,
nothing.
I just want to say, I spent 2.5 hours of my morning.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, it's scary.
I'm sorry, man. I just can't take it,
I
man.
would love it if we could not have a repeat right now.
Listen, man, I swear to God, I was trying to get off. But when he said the goddamn shit about that, I swear I was good for a minute. I started to stop the live because I said, you know what? I'm just going to let that information linger before I go into my ringer. You hear me? Because listen, man, I swear to fucking God, Vicky, I love you guys so fucking much, right? And what you said was just a fucking mic drop for what we need to be doing as our people right now. Cool, great. You know, and you what I'm trying to do. We're trying to uplift our youth. We're trying to do the shit that we have to do. But it ain't on my fucking paperwork. They're gonna do it. They've been goddamn beating us in our fucking head all the time with this paperwork. None of the contracts, man, look, if that means the contracts that we're setting up right now for our kids in 20 years is not gonna stand, or it's gonna stand 100 years from now. Because if that was the case, we would not be in this position if our people had already set this up for us, and we are fucked up now.
True.
You can't make me see that we have to utilize something that was set up for us in the past that got us right now scratching our motherfucking head and looking at our ass. You can't tell me. No way you're going to sit here and argue all the facts that you just dropped. Ain't gonna argue that fact. Argue it. Either one of you.
Because you know, paperwork changed, but God laws don't. Natural laws don't change. It just seems like, you know, and I understand the whole concept, you know, because I've done it. But it seems like it's trapping you deeper and deeper into something you're trying to get out of. You're going deep into the web, you know, you're going closer to the spider.
It's like we're sleeping with the enemy. We got to take the fucking, okay, they said the fucked up, but look, we got to utilize the paperwork. Fuck your paperwork. And fuck whoever wrote in on it. What I mean, wrote in on it. I didn't write in on it. I didn't write in on it. I didn't come in on the ship with the fucking shit. I wasn't part of that corporate shit. I wasn't part of their fuckery. Man, they say that why they try to push it upon everyone around the world. Either y'all gonna get down with us or you're gonna lay down and we're gonna come drop a bomb on your ass. That's what they say. And they did it on us in America, which as the United States, and forced us to be upon this way.
Because you'll never truly understand what it's about because you didn't create it. So everything they putting out about it is something they want you to see, but you never know the underlying meaning of it because you didn't create it.
Never. You're gonna keep on reading. How you gonna not know Allah? Why you not gonna know Allah? How you not gonna know Allah? It's a simple law. It ain't so complicated.
I don't hurt you, you don't hurt me.
Simple shit. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you look out yourself and you see yourself everywhere you go, would you harm yourself? This is the point of mastering the macro and being able to infiltrate the energy of all your micro cells. I don't get it. You want to tell me I don't want to own nothing? No, I don't want to own it. I don't want a man working for me. I don't want to own the land. We share the land. This is what they told them. They came and told us this was written. This was our land. We said, no, this was our land. We are the land. We laughed. We said, how the man said the land is his. We are the land. Well, what the fuck you mean? We are the air. You gonna come tell me this section of air is yours? Now the land is yours. What, I can't breathe the air either?
Because there's enough on this plane for everybody to have. They make you think it's limited, but it's really not. That's the illusion. To have you scrapping because you think everything is limited, but it's not.
I mean, there ain't enough land out here.
And that's enough land here.
Well, everyone, you don't need no paperwork though. How are you gonna buy land that, listen, if it's not the creator, I wouldn't even want to buy no land to no nigga. If it's not yours, and it's not your fucking land, I beat your ass, nigga. You're standing there for a minute. You can't even accomplish it all. How much land do you need? Fuck you mean? Selfish ass motherfuckers. They go right off all the goddamn states and boundaries. While we stay in the projects on top of niggas. They figured out our land. We're so fucked up in our land. Now we gotta stay on top of each other in one space of land. Meaning they build you a house and give you levels stacked up on top of each other as an apartment because there's not enough land. Man, get the fuck out of here. You ever been in an airplane?
And that's the whole secret of the Matrix when he said that line. Just put me back into the Matrix. Shit, make me an actor or something. You know,
yes.
Somebody
important. Yes. Give me a job. Give me a job. I signed on the line. Just let me back in. Yes, I want to be. I want to be. This is why they press the 501c3 or the 501c, whatever the fuck it is, so they can get non-tax and be up under the motherfucking boss ass. You can be up under the nigga's ass. Fuck that. I don't need your permission to come teach my children the right things or my little ones. Or worry about if I can call my, or if I can call my.
I know this, and I agree with that. It's just as far as a collective, none of us individually have money right now to do this.
It's not about money. That's another fucking That's another fuck with the paperwork.
It has to be about resources somewhere. People have to
listen,
together.
but listen, we're talking about
location.
Listen to what you're saying, though, Vicky. You're saying that these contracts are set up for us, and we got to go into the paperwork. But everyone, we don't have money right now, and they're utilizing this money. When we all know that this money is fake, they shouldn't even be printing the money because it's no good. So how smart are we to let them to keep pressing money when they're not even supposed to be pressing it? It's not backed by no silver and gold, but we still allow somebody to come purchase something with $1. How dumb are we as the awoken? Mic drop. Y'all know how I get when I get on my mic drops. I'm gonna drop that motherfucker. I'm gonna drop a hole.
Respectful. I just said it respectful.
I throw a hole through the fucking ground.
I know we all have different perspectives on that, and that the fact of we're simply adaptation right now of the tools that's presented to us, so we can move forward, but not to be stuck in or trapped in.
Yeah, we're gonna always be trapped, though, baby. We're gonna always be trapped long as we keep on accepting the goddamn fuckery, that paperwork, this green, this money, these contracts, any of this shit. I don't want it.
It's like insanity. You keep doing repeating.
You keep repeating, yes, over and over again.
You know what I'm saying? And that too, they waving in your face as bait. When you take bait,
scare factor.
You got hooked on the
fear.
Okay. How do we conceive the technology we're trying to develop now, collective minds we're trying to get right now by being in contact with one another? How are we doing all of these things without external resources?
We are the sources.
One individually has it to find.
I'm not going against what you're saying, Vicky. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going against no one with what we're saying, but my point is the contracts. I'm trying to just show you guys something. You hear me? I'm just trying to, because that would be less of me, because my spirit ain't rap with it. It don't rap with my spirit. Every time I hear it, that's why I walk away from it. It don't rap with my spirit, because guess what? No fucking lie. Not in my God. I wish he was on the line. He going through the same situation and free, but you still get arrested and have to bond out and go through the court procedures and wait on what they're going to sign on your paperwork. Fuck that shit.
You won't be able to stop that until you're able to denounce their whole power.
I had denounced. Why don't I got to have paper to denounce? Listen, man, I am in awareness of myself. I am in awareness.
How did you go to jail?
Listen, I didn't go upon force. Then what they gonna do? They're gonna use that force. So if I use my force, then we get in a shootout. You die, I die. Simple shit. But we're willing to say go because they got enough more force than us. They come in packs. They come as a posse. They come with backup, with straps, dogs, helicopters, guns, choppers, blockers. Where it say, I know my niggas in the back, all the niggas in my neighborhood. I don't even know my neighbor. They're gonna say, well, let the nigga go. He must have did something wrong. And I'm just standing on my rights. Whether I fucking have the contract to say it or not. My word is my pipe. I'm standing on my motherfucking track. And it's not a con. I'm walking in my track. And it is my path. Hear me?
And what here is saying is, you know, the same energy we putting into making somebody tell us that we are this, or you still living in the hierarchy system. Well, I'm better than you because I got this paperwork and I can do this and you can't. You know what I'm saying? Still caught up in the same system. If we put that same energy to saying, fuck y'all and no more.
I heard everybody saying, but still like,
I mean, hey, listen.
It's simple because people got so much faith in the law and the contract, the same shit that got us fucked up. If we put that same energy into saying, fuck that shit, and we move collectively, we move together collectively in our own right.
But we scared. Niggas scared. They scared.
Hey,
hey, look how real I am, right? Look how real I am. Before you go, Zoe, real quick, let me say this. Look how real I am, right? I agree to an extent, right? But then I don't agree. But at the same time, I see Chief Holiday up here. He said, we got some paperwork for their asses. And for those who need the paperwork and want to go get that, I still put it up on the screen for everybody who want that because I'm not trying to defer from truth. I know what you mean with the truth with the paperwork, but my truth is all over the fucking paperwork.
Because the only reason it exists because we give it power to us, that we say we're agreeing with this shit.
Period.
In this particular situation, is it warranted? Is it okay? That's my overall. Is it a yes or no? I need some type of confirmation of faith. Because I understand what you're saying and having a side adjunct argument, but it's also detracting from the point. Because if anyone wants to do this right now, they have to go these methods and means until something noted.
And I already got some that in place, Vicky, you know what I'm saying? Because my company offers a mentoring program to kids, you know what I'm saying? I have over 30, 40 kids in my mentoring program, you know what I'm saying? So we can, you know, that's in place. We can start moving forward with that. You know what I'm saying?
And I got 6 of my own. I got 6 of my own already. I already got 6 of my own, but I got like 15 kids that I mentor. You feel me? I got like 15 little brothers that I mentor every day. You feel me what I'm saying? So
Excuse me. Excuse me. Kalita,
Peace, peace.
I have a question for Vicky. This is Charity Outlet, and I have a nonprofit. I've been sitting on it for 20 years because I want it to benefit our people. The reason why I did the nonprofit is because I feel that I'm doing a service to the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the reason why I formed my nonprofit. But I think the reason why I haven't went forward is because I want to stand on my square and present who I am before I go to anyone. And we don't have to deal with the government to get funds to further our mission. I don't know if we all these words. I tell you, I'm floored about how they changed the wording of things. So I find myself correcting myself with saying certain words that might not mean what I thought it meant. But Vicky, I would like to talk with you one-on-one. I'm here in Georgia. And it's like when I don't know. The women, I'm just gonna tell y'all fellas, when the women get together, we don't do all this. I don't understand why we can't get on a common ground and come together on the things that we have and we share in common and what we're trying to do. And the differences should be set aside until we can come back to them.
We can't do it, Queen. We can't. We are living in divided people. We definitely can do it, sweetie. I spent 2 weeks. Okay, I just spent 2 weeks of my time trying to get everyone on a call about this because it was requested and asked of me, and I feel like the knowledge I have is beneficial because I'm not going to use it personally anymore. I worked for the federal government twice, and that's why I gained the knowledge as to how to do these programs because I used to run them. But even with all that being said, where my heart hurts is staying on the topic, like you said, not being divisive, to just build on that because this to me is still a detractful day. Between the mess that went on with Gary earlier, all the way down to him calling me ratchet and leaving off the platform, to right now talking about the paperwork, those are still detracting from the things at hand that I am trying to build on, period. Because we have a different understanding of it, but talking about that can also discourage someone from starting this process. Because like I said, we don't have to have the federal government involved in anything directly, money-wise or anything else to do the things that we're talking about. No, we don't. I know this. I'm aware of this. But the amount of scale and impact, we don't have the collateral for it. And either way it goes, it's going to take capital and resources to start. It's going to take it. So unless someone individually has it out of their pocket, unless someone has a donation, unless someone has a sponsor, you don't have a route. I'm good, fam.
Y'all okay? Who's sick? Vicky?
Not sick. I'm upset.
Huh?
Not sick. I'm upset.
You upset? You say you upset? Don't be upset.
Yeah, I'm upset.
Don't be upset, Goddess. You're great. You're beautiful. Shout out to Nikki C. Shout out to Misael. Shout out to everyone in the chat. No knock on you, Vicky. Everything that you said was amazing and is much needed. You hear what I said? I'm with you at 1,000. I'm backing you on all the way. I just had to make my point because I would be lost. I would be fake to myself if I didn't just display who I really are. You know what I mean? And what I really felt. You know. And it's just a paperwork situation. But what you said is definitely needed for the time for where we are right now. You know. But it's still a time where we're gonna have to get out that way, man. We've been doing this for a long time. If y'all don't know, look at our situation. How many girls and boys clubs and youth groups have we all been around since we've been living? We've been going through the same conditions because we'll let them control what whoever the fuck they are. We don't never know who they are. Who the fuck are they that's controlling all of us today? Because it's not nothing but 1% in the world that's controlling the 99%. So if we are strong enough just to be the other percent, I agree that we might be able to do it with the paper then. Because if they're paper whipping a world with 1% with paperwork, all it takes is 1% of us to motherfucking whip their ass with some real paperwork then. If that's the way that they're fighting. But I see them motherfuckers dropping bombs and they killing motherfuckers in the way that they're uniting. They're uniting in a different way than what they're writing. They're not lying. They're not going by what they're writing. Thou shall not lie, steal, and kill, and motherfucking purge on everyone. Now, I agree with the boy Chief said. Chief Holiday said, we are fighting them through every angle. We have to hit them from every angle. And the angle that you guys is for you. But my path, I'm ready to fucking roll and run through the fucking wall. Fuck them trying to find the door. Let's kick the motherfucking shit off the hinges. We know there ain't nothing but holding but 2 walls. Beat the goddamn walls down. Not write the walls down. You know how many niggas on a motherfucking in a parole and locked up for freedom, for all their freedom and doing many rights? How many times they write to the parole board? How much shit they're writing? How much research? How much time that they had? That they gave them so much time to do a research and they don't never let a motherfucker out? No matter how many loopholes they find. No matter how much fuckery they see in their case.
Why is little Al Sharpton preaching so much?
I don't even know why they think you back on here. Like you said, nothing I'm talking about is going to work. I'm holding us back.
He said, why a little?
They holding, no, you're not.
So why are you here?
Why you call me little Al Sharpton?
No, you just said I had knowledge that I couldn't even pass on to my kids because it's not worth shit yet. Because Leo has a full scholarship to college.
I said you can pass it on. It's not getting you anywhere.
But does it?
Does what?
That's what you said. So I don't even know why the hell you're back on here. Because the knowledge I had.
Damn, Chief, I just seen you on the line. I got you, Chief. You're on now, Chief. My bad, Chief. My bad, y'all. Chief, you should be on. You should just unmute your mic on the
Hey, peace to the guys, man.
There you go, God. My bad, God.
You,
man.
Hey, peace.
Peace. Yeah, man. You can express your sentiments, man.
Now, other than little Al Sharpton preaching, does anybody have an actual solution?
Why are you here? That is a solution. What I proposed. This is the shit you was on earlier. I am proposing a solution.
You think this is a solution? You think that's going to work? Do you think that you're the only person who thought of, hey, if we could all get renewable energy and put solar panels on our house, then there we go?
I never said that, and don't try to minimize it to something so low. You just reduced everything I said to something low.
Ultra expensive for quality solar panel equipment.
You can't go outside right now and gather materials and make a solar panel.
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah,
no. I didn't say that I couldn't or people can't. I said your dumb ass can't get up and go gather materials right now and make a solar panel.
Yeah, so but what would be the point of making
you can't because you should have asked this to Marty earlier. You asked him earlier. Right.
Even if you go and get the equipment to make the solar panels, it's not free. It's not like
how? If you're getting it from recyclable shit, how? How if you're getting it from recyclable shit? Shit out the trash can and recycling bin. How?
Oh, you think you can find enough material in a trash can to make a quality solar panel that's gonna work.
You telling me I can't go around the city in a day and collect the materials I need from a trash or a waste bin? Yes, absolutely. I fucking can do that. And guess what? It's gonna be enough to make multiple devices, not just one.
No, to make a quality solar panel.
Why are you here?
Not just a solar panel.
You're not here for knowledge. You're not here to make a solution. Why are you here?
That's the problem. When
Why are you here?
ignorant people are forced.
You keep calling me ignorant and ratchet and all that beautiful stuff, but like I said, does your child have a full scholarship to college right now?
Hold on, don't yell. You don't gotta yell. Hold on. You don't gotta yell.
No.
You don't gotta yell.
Because you're the dumb one.
Hold on. Let me moderate. Hold on, Gary. Gary.
You in a pond. I'm in the ocean, bro.
Hey, Gary.
You be fishing a pond, bro.
Gary.
Why are you here? Why are you here?
Hold on, I got him.
Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? I'm not spreading ignorance at all. You feel that way because everyone is sucking Ptolemy dick like how you are. So you feel that way.
It's bullshit and it can be pointed out to be bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
Hey, man, hey, hold on, man. Listen. Hold on, man. Hey.
Your philosophies is bullshit.
Yo.
They just me. You treat everyone like
Hold on, Vicky.
The point is,
Vic.
I started the call this morning. The point is, I started the call about nonprofit work. If you didn't want to participate this morning, you could have got off the fucking phone.
Hey, man, hold on, man.
You chose to show your colors. You got upset when your ego got bruised, and I have multiple witnesses to that shit.
I just
So you go in. Where'd you go? I didn't call you shit.
Yes, you did.
I didn't call you shit.
Hey, man, look. Hey, man, hold on, man. Hold on, Vicky.
You call me ratchet, so I just
Man, listen.
You started.
Yo. How the fuck you mute the
nothing to do with your
motherfuckers?
European fucking philosophy, so your ego was bruised.
Hey, man.
It does matter.
Hold on, Vicky, hold on, man. Listen. Gary. Hold on, let me just say something, man. Let me say something.
I don't know why you're here.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man.
Oh my God. Based off European shit, nothing else.
Hey, look, man.
So continue. Good day. I told you what philosophy was earlier. I said if you wanted more information, I said if you wanted more information, you can call 1-800. I don't give a fuck. And submit a ticket.
Hold on, fam.
Hey, man, can y'all hold on for a minute, man? What is going on, man? Hey, man, hey, shut the fuck up on my shit, man. Before I shut the fucking shit down. Hey, man, shut the fuck up on my line, man. Hold on, man. Okay, man, shut the fuck up, man. Hold on, man. Shut up. Fuck up. Yeah.
Huey.
Yeah, man. What's up, God?
Hey, wow, bro.
Yeah, man. I just fucking shut the shit. I don't even shut the fuck up. Y'all you take y'all arguing ass on with the shit, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Fucking goddamn Gary ass. Come on, arguing like a little bitch, yelling and shit. Like a little bitch, man. Arguing with the fucking lady. She goddamn day. You been arguing with her like a little bitch all goddamn day. You little bitch ass, man. Sitting on here crying and yelling. Talking about little art captain. Get your ass off somewhere. Go to your on panel, nigga. That's what I tell niggas. You don't agree, take your ass on. But if you're gonna come and disagree, great. Come on. But you ain't gonna come on and just fucking disrupt the whole show. You made me have to cut the whole fucking shit off, man.
That's crazy.
Oh fuck, man. Shit crazy, man.
So this is pretty dope right here, man. You doing this from your phone?
Nah. I'm on the computer. What up, bro? I can get back on through my phone though, but you can't start it. They said you can't start it from your phone though. What it do, family?
Yes, sir. That's pretty dope.
We all right.
ATTLE.
No, I just wanted to kind of talk about the declaration a little bit, and I know where you stand because.
Right. Where you go? Where you go, fam? What happened? What happened, Chief? I don't know what happened. Chief, what happened? You went out. I don't know, y'all. I think Chief went out. I'm gonna go back and see if the riffraff cut off. If they cut off with the riffraff to see what's going on.
Yo.
Yeah. There you go, Chief. You back?
Okay.
They still arguing.
All this shit, but
Y'all still arguing.
tell me, does your 13-year-old have a scholarship for college? Does your 13-year-old
You can't move people off.
Does your 13-year-old have a full ride?
When they get arguing, I come back. They still arguing, bro. You can't hear because you over there with them too.
Yeah, I don't hear that part unless you bring them over.
You on the hangout too, right?
Oh well, I'm on here now. Well, I'm out there. No, I'm not.
It's dope, bro. I can get 6 people on here, and then I can still screen share the hangout or like the Discord. I'll be on Discord and I can get like 20, 30 people on there. So shit, I can get them 6 plus them 30 on all on one call.
Oh wow. So
and everybody can be live.
It's still live though.
Yeah, we still live. I just cut the hangout off because I was just sharing the hangout through this.
Oh, okay.
So I can still go back and check on the hangout, and then I can just add them in when they come back in and shit. You feel me? Like a screen share.
Okay. Well,
so yeah, you got the floor, man. You got the floor. I got your message that you put up there where you said y'all got some paperwork, man. I want you to expand on that, bro. I ain't knocking. I want you to get your shit off so the people who do need it, they can come there and see the services that you got for them, bro. Because we still need this shit to get out there to the people. People be construing what I'm saying. Like I just don't want to fuck with the paperwork. If this is what we got, if y'all know this is the fact of how we need to get there, that's cool. But my thing is, I'm just showing how paperwork was the fucking a crutch to us this whole time. So what would make us think that? You feel me? That's my only point, bro. So I still want to get the information out there, bro.
I stand with that statement 100%. You know they're calling it word spells. If you dig, they're casting spells.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing we got to not be so emotional when it comes to information. You know what I'm saying? When new information comes to your ears, accept it, but you don't, like analyze it, put it in your computer, your brain, and break it down, right? And take the truth. Don't be emotional about what you got an A in school, because everybody that's listening to my voice will say, yo, school, we know school is fuck shit. We know that they have miseducated us 100%. It's not even a question, right? So most of the words that we're seeing that we believe in put us in a certain mind frame, right? So what has happened is these people have done this. They have put paperwork on us, right? And then no matter what we say, we cannot go anywhere without paperwork. Example, if you acquire some land, right, legally, right, you have to have some type of paperwork, right, that says that this is your land. 100 acres, 2 acres, 3 acres, 1,000 acres, whatever. You have to have some paperwork that says that this is your land, right? That's just, I don't care what nobody say. You're gonna need and have some type of something with your name on it that says that this land is yours.
So
right?
if I wrote on a contract, right, and we dealing with promissory notes and just dealing with contracts. If I wrote that I was the creator and I created the sun, moon, and stars, and this is my earth. I mean, this whole earth is mine, and I went and got it notarized. And it was like, well, how you gonna show that? I was like, man, I came from my motherland. My mama was my land. Y'all always took everything. I ain't even supposed to be building. Who told y'all that y'all can build all these things in my land?
Well, you could say that.
Right. Now,
you could say all that though, right?
But who's the right to say that? They can't say it.
Hear me out. I think sometimes that we fight battles that we've already either lost or already won, or it just don't matter at this day and time because of the dates that we're in, right? So we have to fight a different war, a different battle. We got to fight differently, right? If they moving like this, you know what I'm saying? They're not expecting this and that, and you hitting them with some uppercuts. And y'all follow me? You hitting them with shit they ain't never seen before. They ain't never seen niggas being independent and saying, you know what? Fuck your paperwork. Our paperwork supersedes your paperwork. Our words supersede your words. So we know that you guys talk with a forked tongue, right? Say one thing but mean something else. I'll give y'all a perfect example, right? Make America great again, right? Now, if none of us never got offended by that, right? We were just like, you know what? That's right. We need to bring jobs back to America, blah, 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 blah. You know, it would have never gave them any type of power over the majority of us here in America. Y'all follow me? Like, just make America great again. Now niggas is like, oh, they're talking about slavery and da-da-da-da, all this other shit, right? And you get emotional, right? So when this is something that just to throw back at them, right? When you see a Make America Great hat again, say, you know, let's take this a step farther. Let's make America greater. This is the greatest. America is the greatest. That's why they came from Poland here, right? That's why they came from Germany here, right? Because this was so great. It is so great. And that's what we're dealing with. They're just writing us out of history. So, once again, here comes paperwork. When we're teaching our children, we have to document this. We got to have curriculum. We got to do things, whatever, to position them in power. You dig what I'm saying? That doesn't put them in an inferior mind state. And that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with inferior mind states, which has been written down. They wrote it down. Here's the Bible. Boom, here's this. And that's when they first started miseducating us in these Indian schools and things of that nature, whatever, right? And changing words, slave meaning you, and African and Kunta. Y'all follow me? So just word association. They've been playing the psych ops on us too goddamn long. So for me, any form of resistance from any angle, right? I support it, especially if it has a agenda, right? And we're pushing the first American agenda. People say, what is this? What are you talking about? Well, Aborigine American was too sophisticated in some people's minds because Aborigine has been associated with Australians and only Australians. But that's just not true. You have Aborigines all over this planet. That just means the first inhabitants of a place, right? So when we say first American, right? See how this word? We're not only are we scientifically, mathematically, logically, spiritually have the rights to this, right? Because we do. Your ancestors do, right? You are the descendants of the builders of America. Period. You understand what I'm saying? So the only way that we're gonna get this stuff out, we could talk all day, talk, but in order for anything to get done, it has to be written down, brothers and sisters. So that's just my only argument to it. Because I'm a wild Indian, y'all. I'm a renegade. And when we first started having these conversations, shout out to Lisa, shout out to Ty Data. It was like, I'm like, yo, man, fuck some paper. Fuck, nigga, when they was talking about their paper, my tribe was over there sharpening their knives and pointing them arrows. You know what I'm saying? We was not listening to this. Like, we was not listening to none of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, because we was
like, fuck that.
They considered us the negative ones because we was the negative line. This is how they separated us from the positive, from the 0 point when we was all in the huddle. They came in and showed us what they written. We was telling them, fuck what they written because written. And because we didn't know what 10 was. We weren't dealing with 10. Our true nature was dealing with nature was 0 through 9. All we seen is that number because that was the operation of creation. You feel what I'm saying? That we didn't know nothing about no 10. It sounded too close to say 10. When they made us, we had to listen to what they say 10. They was like, say 10. We was like, say 10. We don't listen to all fucking say 10. Not fucking say 10. And they make us say 10. And when we start saying this shit, they start killing. That's when they had them guns. They had the fucking the shit with the must. They was packing their guns and shit. We didn't know what they was doing. And they was like, motherfucker, say 10 again. And more we start saying 10, they start shooting. Pow! They start shooting. We like, no, don't say 10. Don't say 10. No. They was like, now listen. We were like, damn, he said 10. And they didn't shoot themselves. They must got power. because they not shooting us, but every time we say something with 10 in it, they lighting our ass up, but we don't know what it was. We was thinking about fire, so we was warring with them, fighting, stabbing. There was a whole lot of killing on. We was killing a lot of them motherfuckers because they couldn't load their guns fast enough. Once we seen that they shot and they had to reload, we was like, shit, we got ours, and we was getting our shit off. This is what made them get automatic pistols and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because this what made them have to go regroup. They had got some of our, they had recruited our warriors so they can goddamn infiltrate and make them look like they was coming to teach us what they had learned from them, so we could settle our differences. You feel what I'm saying? And we was coming to the round table and we was telling them what we wanted and what they wanted. And this is how we ended up separating certain lands. And this is how they end up getting the 13 colonies, because we had all this other shit, but we had them surrounded, but they had all these fucking guns. And then we start noticing the boats and shit start coming in. We like, what the fuck, man? And it wasn't us. They was bringing our people over on boats, making them get off to fight us because they had been so tied up. They didn't know they was running off the boat, and we didn't know what the fuck was going on. So this what made us start killing. And then they just start shooting everybody. They was like, don't say 10, don't say 10, say 10, say 10. We like, say 10? What? We don't want to say 10. They were like, say 10. They was trying to tell us that they was the fucking gin. You feel me? And we weren't understanding what was going on because our tongue was all fucked up. We didn't understand what was going on because they had tricked us to start saying 10 and shit. And they start showing us what writing was. And this was the spells and shit, because we was already operating with the weather and the land and all of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? And they didn't want us to goddamn have control over that shit. So they tricked us up out of our dialect and got us to start dealing with what they was writing and made us motherfuckers start listening to what they were saying. And that's why we fucking in this shit right now. We really don't want to pay no attention to this bullshit. This motherfucking Huey P, man. I'm on my shit right now. You feel me? I'm in my bag right now. Like man, they fucking around with the wrong ones. We gotta get up out of that hole. We gotta get up out of that bound. You know what I'm saying? They word wasn't bond. Their word was a bond that was holding us. That's why your word is bond. It was a bond. It was a fucking bond. What got us in bondage. This is why we are in the bondage. The age of the bonds. Man. I'm just saying, man, this shit, this some shit I just equate. How can I go back to be on a date? I go back to the origin of it all. And it happened all around everywhere. You hear me? Same shit. Took us over there, told us the different shit, showed us another square, showed us another degree. While we're everywhere. No one. They got us tricked with papery. How the fucking paper? We're paying for everything. We got to go pay to do a contract. We got to do all this. We don't pay the trees, nothing. We don't pay the trees, nothing. You hear me? How much the trees worth? We're in the bondage. The bondage. We're gonna get out of the bondage. How are we gonna get out of the bondage? Through the bonds? We gotta go through the bondsman. The postman. You know, the post officer, the motherfucking most powerful motherfucker, man. The postman. The one delivering the mail. Fuck, man. They gave us female and male, and then gave us male and man shall fucking ship our mail off to mail a letter. To mail the L. You good, bro? I just had to go on the ramp. And they got us fucked up with saying 10 and listening what they was writing. And we don't list they 10, we don't write they 10, no motherfucking pay not 10, no attention. We don't attend in their fucking games. We're done giving our pressure. You hear me? Where our warriors at? No more warriors. We got them
Yo,
paper warriors.
So Huey, I'm glad that you said warriors, right? You know, I would like to think I'm a warrior, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And
right, you're a warrior. I hear how you go on.
but we're on the internet. To me,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, I put it to you like this right here, right? One of my favorite, I'll say this, you know what I'm saying? One of my, to me, one of my favorite, I'm gonna put air quotes up, warriors of all time will be Dr. Khaled Abdul Muhammad, right? How you fall back, how you be on Donahue, banging, talking dirty to him, you follow me? But speaking
Right.
truth. Speaking truth to power, you follow me?
Right.
Now, if we look at those battles that we're talking battles, remember we talked about time periods and battles, right? That might have been necessary for that time period, but if I have the opportunity to be on Donahue, I'm just using this as an example, I could go back in time and tap into that, and nothing but lightning bolts and fire. You follow me? Trust me, I can do it. I can start right now, bang, 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 shit, boy, tear this whole internet down, right? You follow me? He
Right.
flagged all type of shit. Trust me, ain't nobody got more flags than us. And I ain't never seen nobody do for hate speech. So can't nobody, you know, now is that being a warrior? Is that being reckless? Are we trying to win? Are we just trying to feel good? And
Oh man, you're trying to wake
as
up
a
and
warrior,
you gotta put that energy.
I want to win as a general, as a warrior, as a leader. I don't want to send the youngsters into a battle they can't win. You understand my point? Go throw that rock at that tank. That's no.
They don't have no problem doing it.
I understand that, but remember,
They don't have no problem.
I want to win.
They listen.
I got you.
We got the strongest army in our world, so they say, right? And I say we because it's our fucking army that they're utilizing. Mm-hmm. Our youth, our people, our fucking army. Mm-hmm. And they're only using a percentage of their fucking army. They're really using a more controlled part of the army. The real fucking ratchet army. We are rolling around this bitch, but we're not together. Except a breed upon color. And all the other fucking red don't know that way we're supposed we war for. We walk around with all the energy pump up around our motherfucking truck kill nigga in the minute. Shoot a nigga down in minutes. I let a motherfucking cop run around. Oh, pull up on that person, man, and say, no, nigga want to go over there and do it, they'd rather take. Because they're in the internet today. You hear me? Why I do what I do on the internet? Because I only on here for 2 years. How long you been on internet? How long you been here?
I think about 4, 5 years, something like that.
See, man, like I've been here 2 years. I've been on the internet for 2 years.
Well, I was on the radio, but they stream internet too, but so I don't know.
I know radio, no, none of this shit. None of this shit. Yeah. I didn't ever trust that fucking this web shit. You hear me? I never trust the fucking.
A lot of it's some bullshit.
Yeah, I never trust the police part, pardon me. You hear me? A lot of policemen look, man. You hear me? All they want to do is fuck around and listen upon our energy, man. That's what I fucking talk about. If you think about it, anytime they talk about Allah or say upon Allah, they gonna jump in. All we do is talk about God and who the fuck we are. Yeah, man, fuck them. They listen to everything we say. Why you think I don't have as many views, how many people follow me today? As much shit that I be on talking, man, you hear me? Because they don't want nigga to feel this vibration. Oh, I put it out there. Because I know it's going to linger the fuck around. Once I realize all the bullshit, all the fuck ass niggas on the goddamn line. You hear me? I be pumped up all day, walk around with my arm. With no arm. I don't need no fire. I am the fucking fire, man. Old man, tell the man, goddamn policeman, fucking fuck your pussy. Hear me? Shoot me that.
Yo.
Fuck you, man.
Another thing I wanted to talk to you about, get your opinion on, because you were on the show the other night, and we had too many people on it. You didn't get your opinion on it. and the reason why I'm using this, you know what I'm saying, I don't want people to think, you know, it's just shallow or surface or whatever, but when we talk about this NFL joint and Jay-Z, to me, it's a distraction, right? And once again, it shows the
Yes.
emotional side of us, how weak we are when we talk about being warriors, right? A warrior also has to have restraint, you know, can't be emotional about everything that somebody else puts out that's supposed to make. It's like a dog whistle or something,
Yeah,
you know, it wakes you up to make you be emotional. Oh, this happened on, you know, okay, so we all supposed to be emotional. We're not emotional. Oh, somebody got punched. Okay, what are we gonna do? What's the reaction? It can't be an emotional reaction. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a strategic. It has to be rational. It has to make sense. See what I'm saying? So for me, right? I think we take the victim side of it too much. We don't take the power side of these equations. These
right. That's why
conversations.
my emotion, I don't
Yeah,
have no only emotion I deal with is fucking rage. Only thing I deal with is fucking vengeance. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to fucking want. I don't want a vengeance for all the motherfucking nigga. Don't have to tell me. I hate when nigga talk about what's going on in the past and all this shit, boy. You know how much I got in my head already. I don't want to hear this shit, boy. I want to. I got it vengeance for all our pastime. You know how Jay-Z said, nigga, I'm overcharging niggas what they did to the Cold Crush. I'm overcharging motherfuckers what they did to all of us. They didn't have enough money. What do you think? They don't have enough money for all the buildings we built. How much money you're gonna give us? How much billions can you give the people that built all the buildings? When they still can't even figure out how we built the pyramids. They don't know how we did it.
They don't.
Yeah,
They do, but if they tell us, then they gotta admit who did it. And
yeah, they gotta admit that we did it.
Oh, we just found a 20.
They gotta admit that we the ones who did it.
Person. Like, okay.
And American shit, motherfuckers don't know. This is why we're the real ones too, around for real. To everyone know in the world. So I agree with you guys upon Aboriginal and how the Americans, but we know that it's North, South, Central America, right? We know that ain't just like the United States of America when we talk about the Americas, right?
Okay. Well, hey, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. Well, because what I say.
So it goes back to everything, you know, everything I'm saying. When we talk about being the first Americans, right? All right. So the president of the United States Corporation right now is Donald J. Trump, right? Let's examine this. In 1700s, he wasn't in the America. In the 1800s, he wasn't in America. He didn't get into the 1900s. That's how this worked. So when they say make America greater, right? Because we're gonna hijack it. We're gonna make it greater. Check. And let me ask y'all a question. Is Trump gonna argue with that? He's not. He can't argue it. He can't argue what I'm saying either because it's the truth. He's an immigrant. Okay? We're not. Hence, Aborigines, aka the first Americans of this land, right? Who are not in line, but we are divvying out to everybody else in the line. That's how this works. Not, oh, we want to be first in line. We want to be in the woods. No. We wrote this Constitution. We did this. The Revolutionary War, so on and so forth. Our people bled, died to build this country. Period. We are the founding fathers of this country. So I like to say this all the time that George Washington was black. And I'm saying that black, and nobody's black. He's brown. He was brown, right? And if you're emotional about that oh well, on my dollar right here it says he's white. Well, also in your Bible it says Jesus is white. That is words. So these people are literally mind fucking you. And for me, once I figured it out, like that's where a lot of my anger comes from, and energy goes towards that, because it was going somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be mad. You don't know why you're mad, but you're mad, and you're putting energy, back into your community, back into your household, back into your family. You know what I'm saying? Like we have serious hate for one another, and that's what we have to deal with, and we're not dealing with it because we don't know who we are. We don't value each other. We don't value each other as the pyramid builders, the civilization givers of this planet. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that have to be taught to the American people. True American history, real American history. We call it the first American history. So when we talk about this form right here, this declaration, this is the first draft. This is us declaring who we are, reclaiming who we are, we're showing who we are, and it's legally binding. They can't even listen. The only people who's arguing to this is the Pan Africans. There's nobody else they can come up and say, "Oh, you guys got to stop saying this." You know, oh, in academia, you know, motherfuckers with PhDs too, because they got straight A's too. They feel like, well, I got this PhD, right? You can't possibly come in with some solutions to help the people, right? Right. So remember, being a warrior is about winning. If I can walk into over to the other side, right? They whole line, they whole army by myself, right? And just say 3 words, and they all walk over on our side. See how this work? Bloodless. That would be the best war. Now, always preparing, you know what I'm saying? Always positioning, but the positioning has to come from a mental state. Right. Wars are mental. Wars are not just physical, they're mental.
Energy that I talk about is energy. It just sound violent. It just sound irate. You hear me? What am I saying?
Right.
It's my rate. It's the rate that I am, you know?
But I don't know. But I think that we get hung up on the black-white thing more than anybody else, and it's unproductive. And that's what I'm getting when we get back to Khaled, Dr. Khaled Abdul Muhammad, rest in paradise. It gets to like, okay, are we gonna do that? Are we gonna win? Because I want to win.
That's not gonna win.
And do
Ain't
it
no
with
black and white separation gonna win us. We're not gonna win.
You think what I'm saying? No, I'm not about to win cheating. I'm not win with honor.
How we gonna win with honor? How we gonna win?
How are we gonna? We putting the blueprint out there, bro. Like
I know. I understand though.
Not to we forming our own council, right? Where we saying is going to replace or it really establish, a protective agency, sort of like the NAACP is supposed to be, right? But we know the NAACP was started for them and by them, so it's everything that comes out of it is controlled. We're not controlled, no shape or form. We're free people. Free people can think, say whatever the fuck they want to say, right? And if they keep kicking you off YouTube, you know what we did? We started our own. We got Universal Media. We got TribeUp.app. We're going to get on our own social media, produce our own shit. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to go through all these things. You see how this works? So we can say what we want to say, report what we want to report on or whatever, right? And do it with honor. See, once again, we're getting back to honor. We're getting back to warriors have to be honorable. You know what I'm saying? If you're cheating, that means that you fear me. You see how this work? So, yeah, man, it's gonna get ugly, man. But I think peace is the best.
You said it's gonna get ugly, or is it already ugly?
You understand my point? And then getting back to Jay-Z.
Hey, is it gonna get ugly?
I don't know if you guys seen the press conference that he did with Roger Goodell, right? And listened to what this brother is saying and how he's looking, the locks, like he's fighting so militantly. He's so militant right now, y'all. Like I don't think people really paying attention. And the dudes that are speaking out and saying certain things or whatever, I don't think they really they like it's like they always been hating on the brother on the low. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm it's like this right here, Huey. You my man's, right? You make a deal or something, you doing something, whatever. I mean, you talk behind the scenes, and I might have said some stuff or whatever, but I'm still.
Damn, what happened? What happened? Did you go out? I didn't kick him out. I don't know what happened. He just went out. He might have got a phone call or something. I was finna bring the other group back on, man, through the hangout, but they still over there. It's arguing. Yeah, it's far from ugly. Jay Warrior, shout out to Dre Naga. What's up, God? Quentin, rah, what's up, God? What's up, Newfie, Newfie, yeah, Newfie Kenny, yeah, um, oh, there go Chief. Hold on, let me get him back in. There you go, Chief.
Say what?
Nah, I said you had
Yeah,
went
man,
out.
I got kicked out.
Yeah. You were saying.
Well, like I said, I watched the press conference he did with Roger Goodell, right? Shout out to Jay-Z. I can read between the lines. I see the energy. I see where he's at. And if he's telling Jermaine Dupri, when Jermaine Dupri was doing the Super Bowl thing, I see what you're doing. I fuck with it. You know what I mean? Like I said, whatever the inside stuff is, whatever, that should have left it there. These dudes they just be selling out too much for these media, to me. And if Jermaine Dupri, told Brian Michael Cox something in confidence, I mean, I'm sure he's not going to tell Brian Michael Cox anything else again in confidence. You know what I'm saying? Even if that was the real. These niggas don't know how to, see what I'm saying? You don't see these Jewish people sitting out here exposing each other like this. And they be having shit to expose. Like, you know what I'm saying? It gets back to trust, man. We can't, these brothers is millionaires. They're supposed to be taking the resources from the NFL and directing it back into the community. That's a good move. We can't be emotional. So it gets back to the conversation, right? They asked Jay-Z, they had different reporters in there, right, asking questions, right? And tough questions, but they're asking the wrong questions to me. We get to that. They say, yo, well, how do you feel working with the NFL, you know what I'm saying, and Kaepernick doesn't have a job? He said, well, wait a minute. I didn't know this was about Kaepernick having a job. This was Jay slick. He said, I thought this was about injustice. The protest was about injustice. Check. Okay. And I do see that the NFL and the owners, because they have the prerogative to own whoever they want to own, right, and put whoever they on their team. That's for the demographics of people who pay them, right? They made a business decision. See how this works? But once again, we got positioned out of power, and niggas still, all the people that's boycotting or mad about this move, this partnership with the NFL, Rock Nation, right? Which is another business decision. Business has nothing to do with color. It has nothing to do with the situation. It has something to do with business, right? But also leveraging. So Jay-Z's leveraging his star power, his influence on America against the NFL. You ain't gotta like them, but if they had a 10-point, to come to the NFL and say, well, maybe they'll give us 2 or 3 of them or whatever, but they conceded to all 10 of them. Y'all follow me? So Jay-Z's like, well, listen, y'all, after we protest, what are we going to do after the protest? We're never speaking to nobody again. I'm not speaking to you ever again, or we're going to be adults and come to the table and say, what can we do? How can we roll our sleeves up and get to work? So, and he also asked them questions back, like, okay, we're coming with a solution. What's your solution? Do you have anything to add? Do you have anything that's better? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's don't do anything, but just keep watching the NFL while you still mad about the you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Like, it can't get no weaker than that. So the same people that are talking about Jay-Z walking around with an NFL jersey on, watching preseason games, betting on shit or whatever. But so nobody's boycotting it. So why should Jermaine Dupri or Jay-Z not do that business deal? So yeah. Plus, especially if it's for social change, and the NFL is saying that they're willing to do that. Like, what are we gonna do? People are like, you militant, bro. I'm militant, man. So we saying, no, fuck it. Let's don't let's don't come to the table. Let's just sit here and fight this imaginary fight in our head online. Really? Come on, bro. Like we cannot be that
No, we gotta come together in the streets.
emotional and
I be on
childish,
the
bro.
streets. I be in the streets uniting the youngins, boy. I be out here uniting these blues and these reds, boy, letting them know, man, it's different than that, man. We supposed to be
What
purple.
happened? Like I was eating them. Like
You
what's
know,
going
like
on?
I be out here trying
But
to
I
get.
need you to do
I
that.
be doing way more than be on this internet, Jack. Strapped up. You know what I'm saying, man? I be out there pushing that real everywhere. You know, it's different. I live it. I live the revolution. I am the revolution. I am all of that shit. You hear me? No, wait on no one else. Fuck that. No man, that's it. Nigga be waiting on the niggas, right? This is how niggas do it, man. Shit. Everybody else jumped off the bridge. We gonna jump. I already dove off the motherfucker, came down and jumped twice. You hear me? It's like going skydiving for the first time. Everybody in the airplane, right? You're going, who the fuck gonna do it? I know I'm gonna jump out first. You hear me? Already go. Fuck it. Let me go. We train. We do it. Let's go. The fuck this scared for. Let's go. Pump it. Let's go. Hear me? Like, man, come on, man. I don't understand, man, why we so what we're scared of the fight for, man. We die every day for nothing. We die for nothing. I ain't saying I gotta get bloody, but what's the intent to make us? What do they give us? What's the intent that we make it that we have the assumption that it's going to get bloody? Because we know that the oppositions, whoever they are, way of thinking. If we get out the mindset of they and we operate like we are, they don't have no fucking power. This is what we have to fucking recognize and not be the real lie to it. We don't even want to realize it. We want to recognize the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Recognize. Cognize. Well, I don't fucking recognize it. When I don't recognize it, you understand? Damn it, man. We got to go up on another level, man. We got to go up on another vibration. We got to get up on another timetable, on another scale. Man, we got to get on another realm, man. We got to, man. Like, we're tripping.
I'm not gonna lie, the energy that you would be in my fucking house. It's on outside.
Y'all got rid of the boy.
Energy.
Y'all got rid of the boy. Y'all want to hear me tell y'all to be quiet for a half a second. I said, like, I'm gonna get off. You're gonna let the boy chill on your vibration. I said, just chill. Let me goddamn handle the boy. Y'all been over here arguing ever since. You hear me?
He got rid of himself.
I know. But look how much energy was dispersed.
Yeah, because I was waiting to get in to handle him, but I said, well, I'll let you take care of this. You know.
Ain't nothing to handle. He wasn't disrespecting you.
Yeah, but
he's disrespecting me and Huey.
How you get Gary? That's why he don't like to fuck with me. I use his tactics against him.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna give him what he asked for. You called for Ratchet. Let me give you Ratchet and tell you how much of a pump pussy ass nigga you are to like to suck dick. That's what a Ratchet is.
And we back on live, y'all. Brought y'all back in. We on some of the shit. Me and Chief is over here building on some shit, but we brought y'all back in.
Yeah.
Y'all good. It's all right. Fuck him. We're good.
Yeah, bring his ass back in here if y'all want.
He might come back. He might come back. He like to be on.
I kicked his ass out the group.
Okay, good. Well, he won't be back then. I didn't invite him. Must have been in the group.
I didn't invite his ass.
He must have was in one of the links I shared the link to. So he might be back. But he can't come back if you kicked him out the group.
No, but it was also the point of me proving what the fuck I said. You don't know who you talking to on these fucking panels. Just to hear this come off on a disrespectful to nobody. You don't know what anyone is capable of. And I'm not playing. I stand on this shit right now. I can pull anybody IP that's online with me at any given fucking time. Guess what that IP is going to tell me? Your coordinates. Come give me your exact location. I don't have to come to your house. I can send somebody to your house. I can send Faze over there if the fuck I want. I can call and say he's outside with a gun. You don't know. That's the point. I could be that goddamn crazy. I could be that reckless. I could not care. That's the fucking point. I'm trying to illustrate to his dumb ass. So don't be just sitting here arguing with everybody about everything when you just the internet stuff. You want to talk about doing some real stuff that's real. Y'all don't believe it? It happened to Kansas. It already happened. Dude got into it online with another gamer. He sent the fucking police to his house. Shot his ass. Dead. Over a game. So
this is how much low vibration everyone is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get no fuck, man. I'm saying I know maybe I'm fucking everyone can go them choke on me. You know what I mean? And I don't get no fuck.
Anyone up talking about my family.
So you know,
fuck you up.
That's why I tell them, you know, I be ready to ratchet or pump on anything for where I go. You know what I mean? So I be ready. You know, I just stand around. You know, because we already ready to go. No worry. You let me go now, shit. I come back and rule everything again. I rule everything. I'm about to fuck around and understand what the fuck going on for real this time. You know? Because I really know what the fuck going on, man. I'm saying I'm all myself. No, the fuck don't want to say. Give a fuck what you think. Hear me? That's what I be saying. You know, it don't matter. That's why I pump the shit that I do. And I talk the way that I do. Because I want to vibrate the motherfucking world to let them know all myself within myself. And I do that, I be talking to little pieces of my fucking self. You know what I mean? Anyone.
Okay, you talking me though, you're gonna get the lion, ain't shit else until I decide otherwise, and I will destroy my ass to destroy thine enemy. I give no fucks.
We can't get no fuck. We gotta talk and control our own self, myself within myself. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I control, man. Oh my God, I'm fucking top man. Somebody be me, hey, man. I don't have a contract for not to fucking say about me. I don't need a contract to tell a nigga that I'm getting the big. They're gonna be like, well, where's the diet? Where's the documented? Fuck you mean? I'm telling you who the fuck I am. What the fuck you mean? Have to show a nigga who the fuck you are. I find that presence. Who the fuck are you? Let me see your ID. Let me see your structure. Show your Bible company. Who your family? Who they? I don't notice you. How do I notice you? Before I show you anything, I need to know who the fuck you are. Yo, give me all your documents. How about that? When a nigga asks you about that shit, when a judge asks you about your shit, you tell that motherfucker, who the fuck are you? Let me see who your family are. Let me see where you stay. Let me see who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
I just did that and he couldn't provide shit.
So I'm not providing shit. Who the fuck am I to have to provide? You can't provide shit.
Not you, talking about that motherfucker.
I know. I'm talking. That's my state. I ain't talking to you. I'm saying to him. I'm with you. Like, who are you, motherfucker? If you can't provide, I'm in your stance. Who the fuck are you, nigga? Yeah, fuck me.
Anybody that's interested, I worked at Arlington Tech High School, the largest high school in Indianapolis, Indiana. Also has the highest poverty threshold, 175%. That's where my journey started with me working with a nonprofit organization. I had a mentoring into the group in conjunction with someone, and that's how I got started.
You back on, Chief? My bad.
Yeah, I came in.
Well, nah, I'm saying, you know, a lot of the live streams that deal, and most of, you know, are dealing with social engineering that has happened to us, right? And you're dealing with it the way you have been engineered to deal with, which is gonna end up being a loser. So my part is, let's come back to the table, and we got to come out with things that will be solutions to these problems, instead of just talking, which was designed. And people still asking the question, well, what about Al Sharpton? Huh? What about you? When are we going to change stuff? When are we going to put legislation out? When are we going to do certain things that are going to better ourselves and better our community? You know what I'm saying? And if that's doing a deal with,
we gotta write it out and ask for their position.
Yeah, we gotta write. It needs to work.
We gotta.
That's what I'm saying. We can't be upset. We can't be upset and emotional about dealing. Like, okay, for instance, I wanted to make this point is that you have to sign terms and conditions to be on YouTube, terms and conditions to be on StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? So we have to say so everything is about paperwork, bro. Our license, everything, whatever. So we can't say, okay, no, I'm not gonna deal with it unless we just burn it off. And that's not gonna work, because I can't even pay you without paper. You understand my point? Without you, a bank or whatever. You're not.
I know you can't pay me without paper. Without pay no need. Who you don't pay? You don't pay no air.
Huh?
How much you pay the air?
If you didn't have paper, I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
How much you pay the tree?
That logic.
But how much you pay the trees to breathe? You got a universal contract with them that they give you something and you give them something back, right? Where did you sign in at? And how much are you paying the trees for you to live?
Carbon monoxide.
Nah, I want to wait. Wait your wait. I want how much you got to pay him. Damn, he got off again. He keep getting knocked off. He back now. Chief, you hear what I said?
Pay attention.
No, I got knocked out. I'm back. Peace.
Yeah. Hey, I was asking you. I said, how much did you have to pay the trees to live? Because you got a universal contract. You got a universal contract with them for breathing, for living.
A lot of that you said broke up.
I said, how much do you have?
Ask it again.
How much do you pay the trees to live?
Yeah, man, you broke all the way up, bro.
I broke all the way up.
Okay, go ahead again. I got you now.
I said, how much did you have to pay the trees to live?
Damn it.
Can y'all hear me on the hangout?
Yes.
Y'all heard me? Y'all can hear me? Am I breaking up?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
you back now, but
No, it must be on your side.
shit.
Yeah, it's your side.
It's gotta be on my side, yeah.
Yeah, it's on your side. I was asking you how much you had to pay the trees to live, but nah, he don't hear me. Y'all hear me in the back. Y'all hear me everywhere. Okay, yeah, it must be him. Yeah, they was probably waiting on the answer on that one. It seemed like we ain't gonna get no answer on that one, y'all. All right, but anyway, like I said, you don't pay the trees $1 to live. I'ma answer it. The sister Rachel answered this. She said you pay it attention. And we don't even and the messed up bad about it, sis. We don't even do that. We don't pay the trees no attention.
Yeah. You're right, of course.
We don't pay them no attention. We don't even pay them attention, let alone give them $1. You know what we do? We cut them down to make $1. We utilize what was given to us to make $1 out of us and then charge us something that was just given to us. Paper come from trees. Trees give us the things that we need to breathe. Paper give us the things that we need to live, so they say. I would bear the difference. Papers give us things that we want. Paper is utilized to purchase your wants. Your needs were given. The boy called me Reverend Al Sharpton because he sound like I'm a preacher, right? You can't have the word preacher without pre, like I told y'all before. This is prehistoric. I am pre. The P in pre and Huey P, the P stands for pre with me, which is my position of power. The P was for pre-position power. All right. Now, to put ourselves in that position, we got to take ourselves back to the prehistoric time. You have to get into the mind of a prehistoric mind. What is the ancient? You have to channel. You know that you are the ancient. You are the tree. How does money give you the things that you need to survive? When air is free. Air comes from the trees. And they don't charge you for it. Water is something that is not should be charged for. We shouldn't be charged for filtered water that's no good. What money does, contracts, paper, any of the above do is steal from nature to try to make man-made feel like they done did something by stealing from the creator and trying to make something that was made something more than what he had. They tried to make a tree more valuable than a tree. Now, so much so that trees was just here forever. You have to go and purchase a tree with a tree. They made it so you had to buy a plant with a motherfucking tree that looked like, smell like, feel like, do nothing like a tree, but come from a tree. I would ask you, is money a part of the creator then? It gotta be. Because if money comes from the tree, then money came from the creator like you and me then, right? Paper came from the creator like you and me in the air that we breathe. Right? Man, I'm gonna go ahead, man. I don't want to sound preachy or nothing, man. My truth sounds too much like preaching. How can I be me without being pre and trying to reach preacher without reach people without being pre and reach?
Man, don't you stop. Keep on going here.
Man, I might be reaching, man. That might have been too far of a reach for folks. How can I try to raise up everyone without having to each in the reach that I tried to reach, teach all of the ones that I tried to reach that never wanted to hear my speech? Let me say, don't even understand their own dialect. Nah, man, they don't want me to do it though. You know, we'd rather have to go put it on contract though. I have to put that on contract. I have to put that in written rhymes or writing when they're recording me all the time. You recording my mind, you know who I are, you know how to pull me up in your IPS motherfucker, look and lock them and say, all the shit that I say, fuck the government, I drop a bomb on you today and smash you and rebuild you while you're proud in your face. You hear me? Every time the world blink about, come on, blink, your motherfucking eyes, you go in and out of the design of creation of dying to come back again, the motherfucking breathing, inhaling, exhaling, and going in and out of hell. Fuck them out and say, but don't want to. I have to put it on contract. What did it say? Oh, we can't think it out the mind. Oh, I just do it online. Nah, I do it online. I walk around and think my mind all the time and walk it out and push it out. That's all I do. Fuck what I say, man. You hear me? Fuck that, man. We got to sign a contract. Go get your contract. You know what I'm saying? We got to sign a contract to go do goddamn free work. We got to do a non-profit, meaning I'm working for free. I still got to do a contract. What kind of fucking sense does that make? Mic drop. I got to have, for me to go gather up me and my brethren and to work for free, we have to have a contract to do so. For me to go teach the world for free, I don't ask for no super chat. I don't have a chat. I don't cash app or nothing online. For me to do this for free, I have to goddamn do a contract with YouTube so I can get enough views. And then I have to buy the views for it. Hear me? Why? What the fuck makes sense, man? It makes sense more to go do the contract or the shit that I say. Or the shit that I say just sounds too much like making it believe. Well, I don't want you to make it believe. I want you to make it an actuality. I don't want you to make it to be a lie. I don't want you to make my words out to be a lie. I don't want you to work the things, want you to see the things that I say is make believe. I don't want you to make it believe on no eve and no day while you're walking around the days today. Yes, Bob Marley knew what rich mean. Bob Marley knew what rich meant. Tupac knew what it meant, and he knew that the spark that he meant. He knew that we were already out here roaming. Fuck, man. I channel all of the boys because it's just a channel that you have to tune into. Man, y'all go ahead, man. I just want some money, my God damn, man. No one speak no real shit online. You know what they want to give you? The Jay-Z shit. They want to give you the hottest new topic and go from Nipsey Hussle. No one talk about the boy no more. That lasts for a week. Then they go to the next shooting, the mall shit. That shit go disaster. What happened? What we're not gonna fight about the niggas? What about the two shootings? Damn, man.
I hope everybody got as much information as possible. Again, just email me. Emails in the back chat. You don't have to worry about it. I can't afford to keep doing this stuff. This is the third account I have where my energy has been skewed. I can't.
Yeah, man, they've been trying to steal your energy, David. I'm letting them steal your energy. You'll get good vibration. But I just tell you the real shit. I don't want to throw your information under the bus. And I ain't throw it under the bus, but I speak real shit. You can't argue.
Well, I don't think, I'm
you know,
manifest.
That's it.
Manifest from the linguistics. When the linguistics keep coming to a halt and going into a different vibration and frequency, we can't manifest that way.
Man, why
I've been
not?
trying to manifest and conjure for a month.
Why not? That's what my brother and them said. They said, boy, you just turn it on and off, bro. You go in and out. Why you go so cuz, man? I try to go up, but then I have to come back down to Huey so you can fucking still hear me. When I go up high and try to bring you up high with me, no one to go. Down. Why are my cells inside of myself fighting? Well, you're still, you gotta be, it's your nature to be separate. You're all rolling so much spread upon me that you gotta do. I know, like the sweat that's dripping from my face. I understand. I ain't stand under it. I will stand under fucking myself. You know what I'm saying? Now I want everyone out up to vibration enough high. You know? No one too many people don't think when I say I think to myself outside the talk. I mean, pardon me, y'all go ahead, man. I'm thinking to myself right now. I know. Out loud. Y'all gonna say. Fuck, man. I got fucking crazy. I might go turn myself in and go give me a check again. It's about $1. I tell them I hear all vultures in the world. I feel the vibration of everyone when I'm upon. Fucking lose myself, trying to find myself in knowledge and then get myself out of my sinners. Man, I gotta go do all the collages. Had to go to a collage. Something where someone fucking understand my words. I want fucking pay me, go talk around the world and say, I don't want to do it, you know what I mean? I want to fuck the pay, fuck your paper.
You're back.
What you got to pay? You got to pay per sign. You got to pay per sign. Pay per sign. A paper sign, you got to pay per sign, and then you got to pay per sign. How long?
Pay per signature.
Fuck, man. I don't want to sign shit, man. I don't want to sign it. Fuck it. I get off everything. I unclick from everything and just talk. I walk around and talk and make myself tired, bro. What am I saying? I just think inside myself so I can think the thoughts inside and just be peaceful within myself. No harm will come upon me. No one. I just keep myself in my own vibration. I don't want to fuck with me. That'd be good. I'm good everywhere I go. I know how to keep myself in my boundaries. Where I go. No, I keep myself inside myself. That's the boundaries within me. I try to teach, but my vibration might be too high. I don't know, man. I wish you guys would get it, man. You get it so much, but then I go right back into the system, and I fucking up every time. We are insane. All of us. Now I didn't say you, I didn't say me, I didn't say us, all of us. All of those who are upon us, the United States, us. You know what I'm saying? Then I go back and listen to the recordings to figure out the things I be saying. I want to fucking say. You know what I'm saying? When I go up in my vibe, and I don't know. Some of them are talking. Fucking man, I'm crazy, man. I'm saying, why not fucking, man? Yeah, piss the fuck off, man. I feel like you, Biggie. I piss the fuck off. We're fucking crazy, man. We're idiots. I don't really know this motherfucker no more. That's why I've been staying off for a while. I'm getting the fuck off the bitch. I just stopped being off the line. What motherfuckers, man? Yeah, man. So we're not gonna do nothing but go goddamn sign ourselves away. And they gonna do it to fuck with us, what they want to do. Whoever the fuck they are. Whoever the fuck we're signing, and they go over there and they discuss what they gonna do while your lawyer is with your lawyer and their lawyers upon the bond deal that they want to do with each other upon your life. Why they don't, this nigga don't even know who he is. And then you go in there and stand like you know who you are, and they just trick you with some bullshit like a 349, a zip code can get you fucked up in the line. How? You notice, hey y'all, have y'all noticed, right? All right. In your zip codes, in your area codes, nobody has a fucking 10 in their name or the design. It's only a 0 through 9. Think about that shit. Why didn't they tell us that why didn't they say that your zip code was 3,049 or 3,349? Why did they give you a 30349? Why didn't they say your zip code was 3,349? What the fuck they say? Why they say your shit at 339? What the fuck it is? Why the fuck they tell you that? Hey, man, they tell you some other shit because you know why? Only time they use 10 or right 10 or deal with anything with scoring and paying. Anytime a 10 to when they deal with a 10 is when they dealing with some motherfucking fuckery. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I mean, only time you see a 10 is when they're playing a game. Only time you deal a contract and you see what they've written, right? Let me ask you this, right? Y'all be talking all this shit about what we got to do writing, right? And how we got to do this shit. Every book that you did didn't deal with writing. You heard it. You read it by a motherfucking typing. How many contracts have you read that a nigga written? They're typing. How many books did you read that a motherfucker has written? It was tipping. It was fucking typing. How long has they been typing? What type of ends have they been typing? When they type in, how are they typing the end? Are they typing the end, or they just typing the end? A I-N or E-N or N or I-N-N? What type of type in? A type I-N-G, a type ing? What type of ing were they typing? A ing. Why the fuck? Why do they want to type? Why do they want to type up the type that was a yin, that was in an England and a fucking yin. We didn't even know we were speaking Chinese, so I'm saying England. See? Crazy. I can't wait to get my
So you
goddamn
saying in the
computer
very
back.
language you're saying again, you casting a spell
Every time.
that you. Mhm.
Every time. And then they want you to put it on goddamn paper so it can form a shape, shift, different language and look upon the English. And then when you're going to court, they talking French, Latin, German, Greek. I ain't want so many. What's the bitch who over there typing? What's she called? What is she called? The girl over there typing for your case.
The stenographer.
The stenographer. What she is? A stenographer. She's a sign-offer. She's signing off a graph. Huh? I got the part. You want to put y'all ready to go? Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, we all up in the sign and we don't know it. You hear me? That's all I be telling motherfucker, man. And we're gonna sit there and talk about all the bullshit, man. It's all good. I encourage the conversation and the presence, but I just try to show how much a vibration upon and go over it. You not can't tell me that I don't go vibration upon over the shit. That's why everyone who goes on and come on and talk about it, but we can't see why we don't agree. I don't agree with the fuckery. How am I gonna tell you gotta do a goddamn paperwork to do something for free? I mean, it don't fucking sense to me, man. I gotta get your approval. Who the fuck are you? I never approved of the things that you did, but you did them anyway. I don't approve of nothing that you got going on. Nothing. None of your services. The money structure, everything I don't approve of. So who the fuck are you? And then I'll be like, well, who are you to tell us when we got the whole world operating? Well, show me who are they that got the world operating like this. Am I stealing the shit up from my world then? Because it's mine then. That's who the fuck I am. I'm the motherfucker who you never thought you'd never see. I am the you and me. And I bet you can't nobody see the you and me, right? Can you see the you and me?
No.
No? I see two U's. It's the W that made an M that's turned upside down. If you look at it, it make the me look like a we. And we know that the we got to deal with you and me because the me had to deal with more than one or two or three. Now, I'll show you a W. It was two U's in that W, right? Right? It gave you a W to let you know that it was more than one U, right? And didn't even look like a different letter. It only looked like one. Meaning the W was one, but it made it look like two W's. But it was only one letter that made this one thing up. And it was a copy of something else, of some L's or some I's or points or a couple points. You feel me? To make a point. Everything in existence came from a point to be a point. To go back to that point, a return. Or no return of that for the fact of the matter. Was a space that's void. So you're telling me I have to pay upon my death. Yeah. Now, yeah. Now, only do we have to pay upon our going coming through, we have to pay upon our death and pay upon our stance. Oh, the fuck we gotta pay when we leave. or you don't have to pay for yourself now. Now your family is left with the debt of you dying. Because they said that this is the way that it was written. For us to be able to keep contract of ourselves and to be able to be escaping ourselves, we have to write it. And then they'll do away with the wet records, what they want to do with them. Burn them, go upon them, mix them up in a pot and throw them all in a pot together and say, look, this is a pot of Hebrew Israelites. That's fucking crazy. Y'all bunch of crazy, man. Man, it's real. It's been real, man. I swear, man. That's why I never came to YouTube. That's why I didn't like fucking Facebook and all that bullshit. I don't be on Facebook, only come here because you guys are here, and I found a community who was worth connecting with. Other than that, I walked around in my own connection. I never give a fuck about no one else. No, I'm saying no.
I feel you on that.
Yeah,
100%. That's why the fuck I be pissed off the way I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
Because I didn't ever come to YouTube for fucking none of the bullshit that people on YouTube for, trying to get followers, subscribers. I didn't come for that shit.
Right.
But if I'm gonna spend my time with like-minded people, that's well worth it. If I find some people out the mix that at least want to get something accomplished.
Thanks.
But the
shit
distracted work is not working.
I want to get a lot of shit accomplished, but how many fucking times has this shit been accomplished? How many programs, how many shit, like, we still don't go? Because we're going into their program. We're utilizing their efforts. We want their gifts. We want our structure from a motherfucking giveaway, where everything is meant to be given away to everyone. This is the only thing that no one agree with. You know why? Because they're going to say that a nigga who didn't want to work for nothing don't deserve nothing. Who the fuck told you that? When God gave him everything that he needed, he deserved something. He had skin and a heart, a beat, a fucking something to do just like you and me. How many motherfuckers just want to do what they want to do? Everyone want the world to do what they want to do. Want to go get a walking job and go pay money. I got to work and work and work and work. We're like, shit, goddamn. All the cells in the body, they see themselves as working. The organs don't be like, damn, I really want to do what the heart do. That nigga be chilling. I want to go up there and do what the brain do. That nigga sending out a signal to everybody. He even got me moving. No, they be like, motherfucker, I'm doing with me. I'm proud of who the fuck I am. So who are you? You're passing by me. What are you? What you do? He say, man, hey, man, I'm a red blood cell, bro. I can do this. Hey, man, I'm a bull goose, man. I'm at this. I'm a bone. He said, damn, you're a bone? I've been staying on you. I thought you was a pillow. I heard my vibration inside of me, something about a pillow. That man crazy. Tell me what I'm saying. Where did all that information come from? Inside. Where did I have the air to push it from? Inside. I didn't have to pay not $1 for it. And I didn't have to write or sign to do it. And I did free community service while I was doing it. And I was serving the people while I was doing it. It was a job that people called serving. And we was having a sermon. Am I saying? And I wasn't calling for a collection plate. I was calling collect your mind for your faith. I'm gonna say, all I want you to pay me is attention.
I'm sorry. It's not funny, but it's funny.
I know.
Not to take away from what you said here, I had a vision in my mind of Gary at home right now making a video about us. Like how Squid did knowledge. I feel like he about to just bust out the video.
Who's gonna see it?
These group of people suck. But no, like you speak the truth, we all do.
Who's gonna
but,
see it?
You know,
no one's gonna see it. That's why he come over here. If he go live right now, no one's gonna know.
Right.
So you parade around, you go somewhere where you can at least get on a panel and at least talk. And you come on every time and you start yelling, what no, master? Just yelling for no reason, just arguing, just to yell. Am I fucking crazy?
Like we was doing good for the first 30 minutes. It was great.
No shit.
Loved it.
I was just gonna stop it. I was saying, damn, I should have stopped it before I went into my rap. I don't want to knock nothing that you said because you said drop bomb shit. You hear me? And I didn't want to tear into to what I didn't agree with about it, you know. But now it's on there. Fuck, it don't matter. Shit, good man. It don't matter. Man. Niggas gonna listen. Man. I don't know.
And it's good, but I also understand it from your perspective, and I know how you feel. That's the point I'm making. Like everyone is allowed to have their perspectives. That's why I say what I said in the beginning.
Yeah, because you know what I really want to do. You said like you said I was like the spark from the shit I was trying to do with my kids and shit. But I really want to do that. But I don't think I should have permission to do it. And then, but you know what I mean? Like, damn, man. Like, fuck, man. Like,
and you don't. It's just the resources. You don't have to have permission to do it. Of course, it's just the resources.
I am the resource. They the resources. They are the energy. That's all it is. The most important resource on the planet is you. The human resource is the most important resource in the world because can't no other
and
resource.
I know that and I feel that. But if I want to teach kids how to make a conductor, I am not gonna get up and go buy copper and wield it.
I just seen it. I just really seen it. I just seen another way to put it. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I just seen it when I was seeing it because I'm on my way, right? So we already know. We're trying to get back to the source. So we are doing what? Resourcing.
Right.
All right. Sorcery. All right. We dealing with the source. We are the source, right? And we know we are the source and getting back to 0 point, which is the source of the creator. And we know that we are the source. Then we are the resource. All right. We are getting back to ourselves, which is the resource. We resourcing ourselves. You know what I mean? So when we come back to ourselves, we back to the source of it all. Ain't nobody outside the source but you. You feel me? Like, ain't nobody outside of you but you. No matter where you walk around, what you want to do. If that's a goddamn truth, right?
Sure.
If this is a truth, and we can operate like that in a point where we will have others do unto me as I would have them do unto to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I go to a fucking car lot and it's got 1,000 cars out there and ain't but 2 customers in there, and y'all not letting nobody get a car, y'all should let everybody in here get a car. Like it shouldn't be no problem because I would. Because I'm me and I'm you, and I know that this is something that I would do. So if I would do that and I'm operating in that world and I ain't did nothing, no harm to no one to do it. Now I know that, okay, if someone would come into my room and it was my car, my established, and I had all of these cars, I had employees in there working, I would told them to do this. This is what they're going to say. I told my employers, but my employers are me. And they are me. See, I'm trying to equate all this shit down because I'm trying to get to the point how we can make this shit literally like operate like now. With our metaphysical power. Like we got to be able to just channel this to be able to do it now and stop operating because the things that's telling us that we can't do something is the they. Our inner thoughts that's telling us that we're going to go to jail or whatever with the whoop, we giving that more power than the power of the source of creation, which is us. And we didn't gave that up because they tricked us out of knowing the source of creation because we're giving it to an outer self-belief of ourselves. And as a whole, that's what the whole got to recognize, that it ain't no outer self-creator outside of man. That everything that we are seeing in the physical, man created. Not man, but woman. One man. Pardon me. Not man, but woman. Woman. One man. All in one. Positive, negative, all of us. We're saying same shit, you know. If we can come to the agreement of that as a whole, nobody but us, maybe so. I think we can push out the vibration that ain't nothing ain't happening without your control. You feel me? But we have to literally start operating like that as a whole. Like literally, like to the point where damn, almost where we almost can't even get on these things, that we just gotta operate in the mindset of you gotta control everything within your realm. Because we are all in our own realm, and when we come across the path, you just know that certain motherfuckers gonna be in control of themselves, and those who ain't, you are in control of.
And that's the point of today, and the whole point of the gathering. It was just to share, manifest, and create positivity. That's immediately counteracted. Because the point was about the different perspectives. You know, and I feel like I said a lot of things you're saying now, but just shortened. Because I was just saying these things so everybody was on one accord. It's just a mutual agreement. But the same way we're having that communication problem, our own community is having that communication problem on a massive scale. Because we can't get past semantics, which is an issue. We're always going to run into that issue with Gary. He can't get past semantics.
I know, man. I didn't know how he got in. I don't know how he got in. Really, I don't. Yeah, I really don't know how he came in.
So I'm saying we're not gonna have a communication problem get solved if everyone is out for self. We have to be able to learn to work on a cooperative level for the masses. Have to. But we ain't gonna never get anything done. Nothing. There's no point. That's the same way as you said. What does it cost to pay a tree to provide you oxygen, to give you life? Nothing. But it is also going to take 5 or 6 people tending to that tree, making sure if there's some damaged branch, you clip it off so the whole branch ain't destroyed or whatever. You need people collectively there to take care of the tree, talk to it, do whatever it is. Because one person is not going to do that all by themselves. And that's what we're talking about tackling right now. We're trying to take care of the tree, but we don't want to work together to take care of the tree.
Yeah. Star quiet? Star quiet? What the fuck? It's gonna snow today in Atlanta. What's going on, Star? Man, you sleep? Are you ready, boy? You ready, boy? You need to go get dressed. Let's go. What happened to your grandma? Nobody coming? What's up with Tajan now? Yeah, man. So yeah, it been real, man. I'm gonna go and get up off of here, get on, get dressed up, man. Got this little event to go to. My boy's supposed to be performing later on. Go and get with them and try to handle that.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy your family time.
All the time. I enjoy my family time with y'all. This is the family. You already know what it is. Appreciate everybody who came through and kicked it. Everybody on the chat. My boy Flat Plane. Who else? Was Natty on here? No, Natty on here. Who that was? Zoe. My boy Zoe in Digimon. My boy goddamn Star. The goddess Vicky. The great goddess Vicky came on with the gems. Don't forget, man, if y'all need any help with those nonprofit information, we got information and links on the back, emails on the back chat. Y'all just get with us if y'all need help with anything. Don't get blinded by the fact that I'm saying anything about a contract, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. We still need to do these things. They're giving y'all gems. Y'all got to take it for what it's worth. You feel what I'm saying, man? Those who hear and need to hear what y'all hear, man. Let's make a move and let's start making a change, man. But the change start with you. At the end of the day, the change all starts with you. No matter what else going on in the world,
absolutely,
that shit starts with you. You don't need no contract to tell nobody that you're doing what you're doing. You can still do your services out in the community. You don't need no contract to tell them that you're free to do your shit, that you free. If you free, you know what you know, stand on it. You don't have to have, I don't feel the fact that if you are in you was raised in motherfucking New York City, but you was born in Delaware. You never been in Delaware. Your mama, as long as you know, you've been in New York City, but your mom was birthed you in Delaware. And for you to go get free, you got to go way to Delaware just to get your shit authenticated. You don't know nothing about Delaware, but you got to go way over there just to go get your shit authenticated. Some shit that you didn't know nothing about in the first place, that they tricked everybody out in the first place. Because if we had to get our shit authenticated in the first place, why didn't they tell your parents? You know, ma'am, when you sign these contracts or when you sign for this birth certificate, you know, when this baby turned 5, you got to go get your why is it a mystery? Oh, she was supposed to read the contract while she was doped up. While she was just having a baby, she's still in pain trying to nurse herself back to healing. You put a goddamn contract in front of her face and say, right here, sign on the dotted line. Crazy.
For sure.
If they would have ever told us that right now, how many of us would have signed? And if you didn't sign, then what was the consequence? They would have killed your baby? You feel what I'm saying? What's the terms of the condition if you don't sign a contract for these services when you have your baby at birth? What they doing? Killing the babies?
Yeah, what is the birthmark? Yeah.
I told you before, it's a marking from your birth. I told you who said this was your birthmark? Your mama? What you talking about this? I told you it's your birthmark. It's a marking from your birth. So look, yeah. So I'm wondering, what do they do? Anyone know what they do if you don't sign? What they do, my G? What do they do?
What do if you don't do what?
If we don't sign for the birth certificates and shit like that upon the birth, what happens?
You have 30 days to claim it.
No, they got
30 days to claim your child's birth, so that the child is not an automatic property of the state.
No, what I'm saying. Why? Who the fuck says that?
Well, I was trying to explain this that one day when we were talking about the birth certificates and identity numbers and stuff like that. You have the abilities, though. Again, we're talking about the shit that you don't like or approve. So I don't know how to approach that or adjust that or talk about that. But
no, I approach it with truth, so I can just say why I don't agree with it. And I approach it with the same thing that I do. It's not against you because you're speaking the truth of what we're going through. And I'm saying the truth of what I see and why it's fucked up. It's not nothing against you. It's their information that you're bringing to the people. You do know that, right? This is what they are about. This ain't nothing against your character.
Like 30 days, either sign the birth certificate or have that child's birth claimed under solid
rights,
solitary identity.
Yeah,
not identity, solitary identity. Itemized.
Yeah, upon they say.
If you claim the child as a sovereign identity, then they have the choice to become a citizen or whatever the fuck, whatever later, but otherwise they're already sovereign citizens.
Right. If you don't sign the birth certificate and social security card, they're naturally sovereign. Within 3 days, they have 3 days to have you sign the contract.
But you have to do that. Also, you have to claim it, though, with those rights and conditions already in place. You can't wait until the child is born and try to go get all of these conditions in place. They have to be in place before they're born. Otherwise,
that's what I'm saying. That's bullshit. So you mean to tell me?
By
So you
default.
mean to tell
By
me that
default.
before my baby is born, I gotta go say, look, I'm having a baby, I'm having a birth. His name is gonna be this, that, and the third. He's gonna be Sovereign, and I gotta put it on.
No. What I'm saying is, before your baby is born, you just have to be in the position
Of your sovereignty
to say that this child is of sovereign identity.
Yeah, you can be a citizen.
You gotta say it.
You can be a
You gotta do
citizen.
something.
Right.
Now
check this out. Now, they didn't never tell us nothing about citizenship and none of this shit that was forced upon us to be citizens, right?
Now, how it used to be, you used to, and the I think the people of Sudan, I want to say, still carry the practice. What you used to be able to do was just baptize the child, and the child is claimed as such property or whatever, and that kind of transformed. And baptized transformed too. So let me clarify what I'm saying.
They changed all kind of shit.
Just go and take your baby down to the river after it was born, down to some water and say, you know, alhamdulillah, Jehovah, and keep going. And that was law because it was a natural law thing.
So why you can't do that today? Whether you dip them in water or nothing, you're gonna dip the baby in water because what? It comes out and it's in blood. You're gonna clean the baby off with what? Water. They're not telling us nothing that we don't goddamn naturally do. A baby, a goddamn, a dog, the baby come out. The baby come out the dog, the puppy. What does it do? It eats the placenta off of it and lick the baby clean with its spit. Water. They act like they've been telling us some shit that we need to know. Like, okay, for the baby to be yours, you had to let the baby goddamn suck your mama titty.
But to answer the question, what happens if you don't sign the birth certificate? If you don't sign the birth certificate or Social Security card within 30 days, one of them goes into effect by default, which is the Social Security number, because you are now responsible for the birth certificate, but the state is responsible for the Social Security number. So regardless if you signing either or not, they still have to submit their paperwork. So that's why I said in 30 days, that's why you have 30 days essentially, because in 30 days it's gonna go into default because it's gonna see what the hospital sent over, says that this person was born here at this time with no name, whatever, they're still gonna assign you a number. Unless you claim otherwise.
Go get the charger real quick.
Oh, I got suction.
Yeah. What up? What up? Who that is? Mikael, what's up with you, family?
What's up, family? I'm good, brother Tim. Sitting back in the background, you know, spectating.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you for stepping through, man, all the time, man. Y'all can have the floor, man. I've been running my mouth for a minute, man. I probably done gave myself
What you been discussing? What you been running off about? Think about it.
Man, just a couple things, man. You know, we were talking about some promissory notes. We've been talking about some we were talking about some nonprofit. Yeah, some nonprofit.
Yeah. Nonprofit area. So hi, Mikael.
What's that, Rachel?
No, that's Vicky. Rachel on here too, though.
I'm just so happy to see your name because I know how to actually pronounce it correctly.
Michael?
Mikhail.
What I said?
Mikhail.
Ain't that what I said, Mikhail?
I always tell men who named Michael to pronounce their name. No, not you. I'm just saying I always tell men who named Michael to pronounce their name a little better because it's sexy, right? You pick up all the chicks. What up, brother?
I'm gonna pick up all of them too. If I pick up all of them, I'm gonna be on here right now. I'm busy.
What up, brother?
Who that?
You know who this is. I don't want to you, but you know who this is.
That's what you said the first time.
Right.
Who's the other one? Who's the other one just talking not long ago?
Vicky.
Vicky, come on. What's up, girl?
Call him on my phone. See what it
Y'all,
is.
yeah,
Call Black
y'all
woman. See
have
what it's looking
y'all
like.
just got conversations on that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What? Call him.
Nigga, I heard you doing a whole lot of fuss when I came in the first time.
Yeah, right.
Get me out for your skin.
I wasn't fussing. I was very respected, and I had to correct that behavior because that's what you do with children.
Is that right?
Damn, ma. You said it.
All right. I hear you. I thought he might have gotten inside your body and you just trying to get that, what they say, get that cover up on me. Get behind me. There you go. Your body and you just,
Yeah, he gone. Just like he left earlier when he went to a hissy fit about his European ideologies and got upset.
Oh, you said it. Oh.
He just likes to
I'm definitely behind too. I couldn't help it. My bad.
We were talking this morning. I started a panel this morning with me and the Indigenous, and he came on. Me and the Indigenous were having a nice, beautiful conversation. He came on. He came on again when we started up this street. He left earlier because we got into it. He called me ratchet and ran. You know, like how he playing on somebody's door. He called me on a plethora of things, but then he ran. He left and hopped offline. Oh, I had a phone call. Did you really now? Did you really? Convenient timing. What the issue is at the end of the day is he's stuck in his European programming. Period. Point blank. Cannot think out of the box. Period. Point blank. Does not adhere to the L. Period. Point blank.
Vicky, I passed through European programming, but you know what I had to do? I had to keep on researching and learning up on some other things, you know what I'm saying?
And I know that, Rachel, but guess what? His dumbass just keeps researching European ideologies. He don't go past that. He doesn't look to anything that has other validity.
I wanted to ask you on the panel, what do you think about utilizing that birth certificate or social security card as from a position of property, like it being your property and you establishing such?
It is. That's what we're saying about the whole document assignment thing to the birth certificate and the social security card when the baby born. That's what we're saying. Because if you don't do that and claim identity over that, then it automatically defaults to the state.
But you can come back and claim that though at any time.
No, you have 30 days. Initially, you have 30 days. After that 30 days is when you have to go through a whole different process of crap to do. Yes, you can try later, but it is going to be so difficult later versus at birth.
Excuse me, Vic. And then there's I don't know what it's called, but I was informed that there's a federal law that says, okay, you get age of 7 years old, so if you don't have this done by 7 years old, whoever has the right to arrest you, detain you, etc. and then some.
I know a little bit about the 7-year law. Allegedly, they say if you haven't claimed the certificate within 7 years, is it to be considered a vessel lost at sea? And it comes in like, with commerce.
Yeah.
I guess that's just commerce law, 7 years of claim. Once it has an origin or manifest, within a certain amount of time, if it's not claimed, it's considered as a vessel lost at sea or whatever. And meaning, basically, it transfers automatically to the state, and it becomes the ward of the state at that point. After that,
how about that?
Yeah, all this stuff it's all contracts. All this stuff is political. It's all contracts. It's all knowing how to deal in the public and the private really.
Yeah.
Both. It ain't our fault. This is we go into this shit.
Absolutely.
And you know what? The thing about it is, I've always had questions, but I'm just now helping my sister and my mother know more about this stuff.
I just feel at the end of the day, it's important that you did. Whether you apply the knowledge or not. And that doesn't be my biggest arguments on here. I'm not telling you to take what I'm teaching you and apply it. You go learn on your damn own.
Yeah.
But it's still important that you learned it in your lifetime.
Yeah.
And that's why I made the comment I made the other night when I was talking to Jerry about when an old person dies, a library burns down.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the knowledge don't exist. I'm saying the knowledge from your perspective and experiences no longer exists. And that's just as important. But if we can't adhere to that, we can't accept ourselves.
I like that. I like the way you put that.
Yes, I like that. I like
well,
that.
Thank you. You can totally use it and trademark it.
You ain't giving me. I'm taking that. A library burns down. I really do. I'm like that. I ain't gonna even ask can I borrow that.
And because your library is still moving in, you know, all the time that you be moving around in states and everything.
Exactly. But that's why I say I like that. Somebody say, you know what? When you ain't doing that, your library gonna come dull, and next thing you know, it's gonna have way up to stuff, and it's gonna burn down one day, and you ain't passed none of them books to nobody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sad but true. I'm gonna try to figure out how this diplomatic community thing works.
Yeah.
What you trying to figure out? What you trying to put what?
He said diplomatic community.
Diplomatic community. Diplomatic community. I guess you got to come from over across the pond or something like that, because them the only ones getting that type of stuff. Unless you go up there and put your foot down and.
Like in the case of Asada has diplomatic immunity due to how did they term it? They termed it real funny. Due to something persecution, something had something to do with the Black Panther movement, but they phrased it. Oh, a civil social. What did I say? What was the P word? Fuck.
Persecution.
What is it?
No, she's still talking about something about some persecution, I think.
Yeah, thank you. Civil societal persecution is a form of immunity by diplomat that you were talking about. By the diplomatic immunity you can claim. That's how she has hers in Cuba, because hers is for social persecution, societal persecution, or you see what I'm saying, because of the Panthers and blah 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 blah. That's why she's protected.
Only reason I was saying something about it, I just feel like that's an aspect I feel like I need to discover, look at, do more research on, that's all.
Your ideologies will grant you immunity diplomatically in another country. If your ideologies are actually of somewhat sound mind or whatever they put it, and affects masses. If it does any of those things, that can allow you that. And it's crazy, because basically what you're saying is, like, think about something that's free form, free thought, moving enough and perpetuated on a mass level, and it's not anything crazy like a cult, but of actual tangible value. I can have that immunity somewhere else, even if my nation doesn't adhere to those policies or procedures. And that's crazy, because how do y'all think old boy got immunity this whole time? The snitch. Y'all know that white boy who was snitching. On Wikipedia and all of that. It's dude's name.
You talking about Snowden?
Yeah, Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden got that same immunity as Sada got. And they in two different nations. Eric Snowden had the same thing, because what he had to say was true. It was real. It affects the masses. He got immunity.
But it just means like it's just funny though, because like, not funny in that aspect, but it's funny how much of a hindrance the so-called system has been towards a particular group of people. Like, you know what I mean? And I struggle with the significance, as far as the actual true significance of that, the reason, what is the actual purpose or reason for that. So then I look at it from this perspective, like, okay, from what they say, we've only recently been able to start to read. You know what I'm saying? We're coming out of a certain age where we just now started to be able to comprehend words. Like, we still, I feel like a lot of us are still like young when it comes to comprehending words. You know what I mean? I feel like that creates a handicap for a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? We really recognize what's going on from certain perspectives. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I respect what you're saying. I respect what you're saying. I'm not going to put your thoughts on how you put it and what you're saying about it, but it ain't up to me. So, we put up
You getting flooded out. You getting flooded out, bro. I can't even hear what you're saying. Somebody's background is flooding you out, bro.
In the background, the kids in the background. While saying, we sit up and let it grow, man, and it became a big old movement. Oh, we sit up here and let it grow. It grows to what it is now. Then you're not gonna be confident that you're ready to lose something. You have to be willing to give something up. What you willing to give away? What you willing to lose?
And that's what I was saying. Thank you. Thank you. Yep.
Ask me a question. Yeah. You used the name when you were talking about that civil, social, societal, social persecution. What name did you use?
Asada Shakur. Eric Snowden.
Eric Snowden.
And Asada Shakur.
Asada Shakur over there in Cuba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the two greatest examples I can give you in modern times of these people who have that immunity and why. But you keep listening to Gary, I don't know shit, so.
Well, the thing is, I would like access to that, research. So I don't know where I would go to really find out the underlying what's going on there and the ramifications of it. The actual shit, not just the fabrication of the story that's being told. You know what I'm saying? What are the actual facts of elements?
Okay, so the best place you can go for diplomatic immunity, as far as like transcriptions, things that were passed into law, stuff like that, is the UN. Because prior to the UN, diplomatic immunity was low. It only happened typically if you were like a defector, if you switch sides in the middle of some war type shit, genocide, things like that. When the UN got developed is when we could expand per countries and nations and allies who can do what, who's going to take on what, who's going to deal with what. So,
do you think like a lot of stuff that's going on is because of the certain status of the government being considered that like in a national emergency or some shit like that, to where certain things are in play?
What's going on like what?
State of emergency, like this level of oppression, you know what I'm saying, or restriction for certain.
You mean as far as like our everyday living situation?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, honey, we've been in a state of chaos since the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution happened, and everything came so quickly after that we couldn't properly acclimate, and then we kept running into civil liberties. That's what I'm saying. So we're trying to deal with this, and the girl says industry or nation or corporation, as I like to put it, because that's what America is, a great corporation. So we're dealing with that, and then we've got war. We've got civil liberties for the women. We've got civil liberties for the blacks. We've got civil liberties for the gays. It just keeps happening every time we're in the middle of a progress. Now, what made it worse was the inflammation they calculated and predicted and gave to people like our parents and grandparents wasn't true. And I touched on that before. That calculation, the cost of living adjustment they gave them of being 20 versus 65, they only told them they would have a 38% differential. It was actually 1,000. 1,000. No one could predict that, right? No one could know that was going to happen, right? Of course they knew it was going to happen because they're printing money.
What exactly did civil rights do?
You do nothing for the man because the guy dog. Didn't you just hear civil liberty for the women, civil liberty for the black? They ain't say nothing about civil liberty for the man because the man is at the bottom toilet bowl and the man has to go ask his woman, can he fuck the man? That's what I got out of it. You ain't scared to lose nothing. You ain't ready to goddamn die. You ain't ready to lose your family. So ain't no need to talk about what things happen. Ain't no man ready to stand up. If you do stand up, you got 80% of people that will vote.
I agree with you. We had a conversation before from Knowledge saying that if we went to sequestered land, can't nobody fuck with us. And the argument came up of you can't say that when it comes to two things, paperwork and artillery. So it's not that some of us aren't willing.
No, if everybody stand up at the same time, that's
what's up, Drop?
Oh, what's happening? What's happening? If everybody stand up at the same time, it'll work. What happens is enough people go forth with it, so they just get murdered, killed off, the agenda get buried, and everything. Now, if everybody move accordingly at one time, they can't stop it. It's sort of like, say you got the Monopoly board, right? And all of us is kneeled down, right? But the Monopoly board is on our back, right? Okay. If we all stand up, the board flip over. Ain't no more game now. Now, fuck what they talking about now. If everybody say fuck what y'all talking about, then it don't matter what they talking about. Everybody say, I ain't putting no gas in no car. I ain't even driving no car. I'm not even going to work. If half of the country do that, everything is crash. If they do it for one day, they don't even got to do it for like a week. If half of the country don't go to work for one day, they're done. And they know this shit. That's why they make it so hard on them.
And that's facts. That's facts.
Go ahead.
No, what he's saying is facts, 100%. That's just like when we did the media blackout and when we did the protests in the stores. One day, we dropped the numbers so low from this collective group of people not shopping, not buying gas, or not watching TV that they paid attention because it was over 40%. 40% is a large ass number.
Mm-hmm. Okay. They paid attention because they always paying attention to what we're gonna do or what we is doing. And as far as that, John, it sounds real good. It sounds well. I would support it if we would do that. But I already know, again, like I say, if we do something like that, it's already gonna be 80% of our people that's gonna be we're gonna have to go up against. Even before it's done, because they not ready to lose.
And I agree with you on that because not everyone is ready. Period. Like you said, you are right on that. But I've always said this before. Every time we build up something, either one or two things happen. We betray our fucking own, sell our own shit, or the white man comes and takes it and destroys it. But for the fact that we are selling our own shit and destroying our own shit is a problem because that means that we cannot work cohesively enough to protect against that animal.
I second that.
Hey, did you just call me by my real name and shit?
I just gotta say something. Drop, like, I'm glad you joined. Flat, I just want to tell you right now, Flat and Rachel and just all of y'all, like, I had a fucked up day dealing with this panel today. I'm glad y'all are all here. 30 minutes ago, I was considering this being done all together, and Flat called me. He felt my energy and my vibe because he said out of nowhere, he said, don't let that disturb your energy, man. Don't let it mess with your energy. He said, just keep it going. I'm glad I did because it's so many beautiful people on this panel right now. I'm happy. My day has just been brought back up, and I'm just excited to hear where this is going to go. So I just want to let y'all know I love all y'all. You know what I'm saying? More power to you.
Love you too, man.
I'm with that global love shit. I want to be.
Much love.
I ain't with